I'm not sure.
You know, the first and only Gecko that we had so far. Well, or Simple would say Goku. But you know, put an Angel on that
Dude,
role.
neither team have a Sentinel. That's kind of crazy.
It's a
Luck
first time
mania.
for him, but this is very, very exciting to watch.
It means that mid control is very important, and mid control is already probably the game plan for Navi, because again, this it's kind of nice to just send it in.
I said I wouldn't see double Gecko. I said double Gecko.
You wrong, and I can't wait to get into game to see some Angel Gecko tech. Over to you, Ender and Pablo.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they're just trying to scrape through to playoffs by using new comps, and then they're either going to change the comps in playoffs themselves, or save it until the actual LAN in terms of Tokyo.
In the venue that I'm sure everyone has already went over and gotten something at.
As well, if you think 6 teams go to playoffs, so you only have to win one. Is right, 6 teams go to playoff, 4 teams go to Tokyo, so you only have to win one game in a double elim bracket. You might even be able to get away with it just using these comps
I don't know how
anyway.
long these are going to be around for in this arena, so if you've got a chance, if you're debating about coming here, I think for this reason alone,
as you can see, I've already spilled about like 8 drinks on myself today, so which is a problem. What you don't understand is this shirt is actually soaking wet.
It's a vibe.
it's a vibe. It's a vibe. Just don't touch it. Your handle it's like kind of sticky. It's not good. It's not good. Stay away.
But getting to the real meat and potatoes of this series actually is the fact that Navi has lost their second major overtime game. Right. This is the first one obviously against Giants, but second overall in VCT EMEA, and that can't feel good. Not being able to close maps.
Yeah, they had that really rough one back versus Koi on day 1. Of course, was not a fun position to be in. 20-18, a brutal affair. Icebox another really long game. So, hey, if the track record is anything, we are in for another big game here. It's Split as well, which I know Split only recently came back into the competitive pool, but this is also the map of OTs. So,
Navi on defense, Giants on attack.
Have a chance for a while.
No Sentinel for either team, so taking mid control is very important for both of these teams. Navi seem to know this, so on the pistol they want to try and do heavy pressure. Holy hell, this is nice.
It's just knocking them down one by one.
Really, really nice.
Can't be too happy about that.
Again, mid pressure is going to be insanely important, right? You create question mark here, you're not going to have deep trips or deep kind of info, so it constantly, when you create question mark here, it kind of goes a little bit farther, right? It kind of goes in towards here and here, and then you have to have one person to hold it. Then in combination with this wall as well, it's like a lot of guessing games, a lot of information. So the Skies are gonna have to be using their util well in defense.
Into a heaven.
Shao in the smoke.
Nice kill.
Out of trouble. Still getting one, evening the playing field just a little bit. Flash into the site. Shao still alive somehow, but does take him down.
Nice pistol from them though.
With a clear advantage here. Angel with all to do.
Yeah, the timing they're having.
Nida Valir. I think that's how I say your name. Nida Valir. Thank you so much. Chat, new member of the Slug Club with the Prime. Let's give him a warm welcome. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that.
So from the early picks, countering out the early aggression in mid, into the site hit from Giants, a very well executed round 1.
And Fred, how did I mess this one up? This one's easy. And Fredden as well. Fredden, thank you so much with the Prime. Appreciate you. Chat, another new member. I'll keep the slug up. Keep it spamming. Chromie as well. Chromie P. 3 subs in a row. What's going on? Thank you so much, Chromie P.
But either way, Giants collect it, take advantage of it, and able to carry through with it.
Okay, nice pistol. In terms of this round, we have 5 sheriffs. 5 sheriffs trying to do a bit of damage, so you might see light armor on every single person unless they go absolutely crazy with some kills.
As well, it's a little bit odd. We have no sentinels on either side. Double smokes, of course, has been popular on Split even before the new meta coming in.
I'd be down. I mean, the closest, in theory, an agent like Viper. Harbor's kind of the closest to Viper, so maybe we kind of got that.
Some mid control with that wall too permanently for the squad, but also the lack of breach and the line control, because neither team is even rocking an Omen. It's actually kind of awkward, I think, when it comes to actually setting up aggressive plays, enabling your rays. Yeah, you have the sky flashes you can work with, but
okay, overwhelm on the Astra is going to be really good here. Let's see what Shao can do. Impressive to get one.
Already on the site. Oh, Suigetsu had a chance to take Cloud dead, but 180 degree turn from Cloud. is able to deal with them quickly. So Giants will be finding themselves onto the site. Navi on the
Nice job from
upside,
Nuclear
really
as well,
looking
just
in.
trying to make as much space so that he can get traded no matter what
We have yet
here.
to see, obviously, the capabilities of it so far. Be interested to see if it does have a substantial impact really in this game. I think a lot of people have been looking at Navi picking up Gecko.
Pretty clean.
And every
One armor rebuy, one gun
rebuy.
rebuy. Gonna have a really good bonus.
Yeah, and I think one of the things
Really
that
good. Let's see what
Gecko-
this is.
I mean, the thing that Gecko
Hey, we
gives
get
you
4
that no one
rifles
else
into
can give,
this.
of course,
It's a
is
very good
Wingman,
bonus.
especially for the defuses. And I think that on a map like Split, you know, one of the quirks of this map, of course, you
Fuck
have the
and
high
Dennis.
elevation in heavens
Fuck
on both
and
sides,
Dennis.
But both sides
Tuck.
also have big pillars, right? And you can get into
I
this
think I
stance
nailed
of
it.
when it's
Thank
late
you so
around
much,
1
dude.
versus
Appreciate
1,
it.
2v2, low numbers,
4 months. Thank you,
where
mate. Appreciate it.
Attacking teams
Greetings
can
from
try to
Turkey.
sort of wrap around on either
Nice.
side, and a lot of the
Best
times,
of
if
luck
you're
to
defusing,
BBL
you have
later.
to gamble which angle you hold.
I say later, might be
If
soon.
you have
We'll
a
see.
wingman there, it makes it so much easier to pop that one down, push one side on your own as that spike is ticking away for you. So I think the wingman defuse is actually a really big benefit.
Important round
Now,
for
the rest
Navi.
of the kit, I'm not quite convinced. I still think the lack of breach here is a little
Not
bit
going
worrying
for mid
personally.
control. Navi looking at the comp, thinking they're going to heavy amount of util to stop this. They go for a blast over towards site. Nuke's done great here. I know it doesn't. I know that looks like crazy to compliment a death, but he's done great to get out and make space.
And delivering the blows to their head. Still, he's got reinforcements now, so he gets him in the fight. He's needed as he's got higher
It was a
elevation.
nice
And
attempt.
Hoodie is the only player remaining from Giants. Strong round for
Shao
Navi as
did
they get
everything
themselves a
good
first on the
as
board.
well. So
Try
Cena
closing
did
this
great.
up before he gets
Shao
out of
had an
Yep,
Astra
just
sucker
shut
that
down
was
that hit
perfect, and the
entirely.
timing was messed up.
Good fight
So
from
I
them,
like
and
the
also
attempt from
awareness
Giants as
knowing
well.
these
Now I
rounds
imagine
are
we get
always
into the
gonna
full
come
buy
down
round.
to
I'm
one
really
player
confident they're
really
going to take
lurking
mid
through mid.
control.
I think that can be the baseline
Yeah, I like the
expectations for
idea.
both of these teams and how they want to play without the Sentinel utility in mid and the way that double smokes comps want to play. Usually you have one of your smokers in that lurk role.
Yeah, the
We're
Astra
trying to
suck
see what
was
they could have done
it was the
themselves.
one. Thumbs up. He's happy with it.
Happy with that one. Certified thumbs up.
The seal of approval. Gotta love it. Oh, man.
All right,
On
CNED.
fire.
Okay, he's
That was
just
an
ran into
attacking
B
flash as
main,
well
taking a
that
single
popped
duel and
slightly
taking down the
later, didn't actually
smoker.
tag
So
him. I was blinking
that's
and
a
then all of a sudden
nightmare.
CNED had a
Most
kill.
likely now they're going to end over towards A because they have the wall.
Bro.
He's no more. And a bit out of depth to try and pick him up again as well. At this point, Navi, with the pick they have, not willing to take too many fights. We've seen many of teams not wanting to fight out in mid when they've got an advantage.
Yeah, don't worry. He's in a better place now.
R.I.P.
Dog has cleared all of
Players
this,
up into
Mosh pit.
heaven,
and
though.
they're thinking the same thing as me.
Move
That's
out.
why they
Nookie
stack
is
3
in
over
the corner,
towards A.
gets out of it, tries for a pick. Angel drops back though. Nookie blinded still, holding on. Giants want heaven control.
CNED down in hell in the reposition from Angel. They could cut up Giants as they're trying to come out from heaven.
It's a very bold
Only
call
one flash
to go
remaining
for
on
B,
Coutinho, though,
but
has to use it wisely.
they're probably thinking that there's going to be 3 people here because
Posting up. Oh, spots out
I mean,
Nookie's
'cause who would
cross.
go to B without
Flashing
any
into
kind of
his
smokes,
face,
right?
drop back. Oh, he's so low. Angel delivers, and finally, CNED
Hey,
drops.
nice
Angel
trades,
still
though.
alive, delivering.
2v3 is
and Navi
doable.
on the front foot. Ahead in numbers,
Oh.
32 seconds. Coutinho wants to cross
Oi,
forward.
that
It's
was
a successful
huge.
fight. And now with a
Huge little
spike pump,
solo
they can
push,
put
took the
Navi on
one-on-one.
pressure point.
I think
That was a nice
Sugaku
shot as
slipped
well.
the volley
Okay,
out of
this
the
one's
hand, hearing a
doable.
player drop, was expecting the push, but couldn't get the gun out in time to stabilize his aim and take that fight. Now a 2 versus 2.
Shao dropping silently.
One enemy
Bit of a switch push here by Cloud. But
Yeah.
Zipan, good shot to Coutinho. Cloud quashes Zipan. And now it's a one-on-one. Secrets thrown Shao! Quicker to the trigger. Navi to square things up
Important
2-2.
round. Shao Clutch King.
That one was looking dicey for a second right there. But Chow will take care of the Seeker,
Do
also win the duel.
they... I think they're done money. It's 2-4. 2-4 on top of this. Pretty sure they're low buying.
Giants were able to open up B Heaven almost entirely.
They
you know,
bought
sort
2
of
guns
getting past the
instantly,
mosh
but I
pit
think
with their raise.
that's getting sold.
And it was really Vitinho that even gave them a chance because they still went down in numbers. And when you're down in numbers, Tails hold his time, you have to go a little bit extra, right?
They
You
did
have
great
make
to
that
get it
game
into
play, catch one
the
player off guard.
to get it into a 2-on-2 anyway
In those
though.
situations, I think that's
Yeah, nicely
exactly
done
what
from
he did.
Shao.
And it was good. Just unfortunately, in the 1
This is a
versus 1 at the
very
end,
early timeout.
It's not going to go their way.
Giants,
Maybe
yeah,
gonna
not letting,
change their
letting
approach
them
over
get out
towards
of
B
hand
main.
too quickly on the timeout.
They got punished real heavy.
Quickly to try and catch their breath. Not that they're
You want me
running
to
out of
ban you?
They're
I'll
chilling.
do it.
Vibes. Listening to their coach, probably. my guess.
I would hope so.
I'd hope so.
Imagine just
maybe
one player goes rogue.
Sometimes coaches just say,
why ask
20
me?
seconds,
That's also
guys.
true.
Don't speak. Just chill.
Yeah. Also, like, there's a lot of times like players will have like much more of a discourse. It's not just like a coach coming in.
Yeah.
The voice of God raining down for 60 seconds. No, it's a bit more back and forth in a lot of situations, especially between the IGL.
Hey, Chad, sometimes I just give the people what they want.
Yeah. Because a
That's
lot of
all I'm
times,
saying.
like, the coach may not be working with like perfect information if you know, he didn't hear some of the footsteps that a lurk player heard. That now you can communicate back to him, come up with an idea. And a lot of the times too on attack, it's like asking your duelist like, where do you want to go? Where, like, how can we set you up to take
Chad, the
that
worrying thing
fight?
is I don't know how to
Especially on
unban.
Split, not always about just, like, full execution on the site.
One of the
Maybe
mods might have
sometimes
to do
you're
that at
playing
one
those, like,
point.
crazy double duelist comps, and you're just trying to dive bomb in on them. That could be the idea, but here,
Or maybe he's just lost forever. It's up to you, Fru. You take your time whenever you want to do it.
Given the likelihood, or the unlikelihood rather, of Giants picking up around here. Cloud with a hero Vandal. Placed further back. Little bro.
I'm numb to it now. It's happened so much.
It's happened so many times.
It means nothing to me.
Oi, that's nice. Jumping on the frog to see over the defense wall.
I actually think with the way
What's
that
up, Pup
wall
T? How you
works,
doing?
he could see over for just a second with the ebb and flow.
And Giants are quick to react to it, though. They get the pick, they move forwards. You can see how far Nuki is pushed up in vents. Cloud as well hasn't taken damage, so he's clever to take it by
Nice
here.
duel.
But Angel is able to rip his head apart and keep things square.
There is a
Yeah,
rifle
so
there.
they've actually saved a
Grab
lot of
that one,
money.
use a flash just to make sure he can
And
secure.
they
The
managed
rest
to
of the team
get
is
this. This is
rotated
looking
over
like a
back
very
towards
good
A.
eco at the moment.
I'm a little surprised the Giants not actually working through mid to split
XOZ,
heaven, but that's the
thank
play
you
that
so
Navi
much.
are gonna
XOZ
respect. He
gifting
knows
one
the
over
positioning
towards
of
Pup
Xiao.
T.
He wants to sit
And again,
inside any
chat,
potential
spam
field
whatever
that
emote you
actually
want
falls
for
down
Pup
into
T
himself.
because she made them all.
2 vandals in play here for Giants. Ryan drops his life. No more smoke is available here for Giants. They'll try and get a spike plant.
Let's see a good variety.
Here from Navi. Xiao on the smoke. Try to walk past it slowly. No chance for you. Xiao, really good to close
Thank
the
you so
gap
much for
there.
doing that,
And now
XOZ.
Angel on the flank, delivering 3 kills to his name, and that's Navi
Okay,
on
nice.
3
It was
rounds
just
as
a low
well,
buy though,
finding
but honestly,
themselves
Giants
the
had a chance into
That's
this one.
crazy. I think Nuki actually ended up getting slammed by the Seekers. Appeared to be concussed right there. And Navi win the round as expected. Now Giants headed into this next one. Coutinho has ultimate. Hoodie 1 point off too, so if they give Spike over to him, having that Viper Pit in the post plant could be very impactful. Nuki's still a couple off. He's only been able to find 1 kill in the first 5 rounds. And again, this brings me back to my slight concern.
Okay, this is a nice way
No
of doing
line
it.
control for
Go
either of these
straight
two
up,
teams, Giants in particular,
you get
trying to
vision,
capitalize
and then
on
it falls
some
back
flashes
down
not
so you
having
can
been
pick it up
cussed.
instantly.
Mainly is my concern. They do have those flashes, but
That's
I think
cool.
we've seen teams
I
and
didn't
players be so much more
really
effective
think
at
of this
just
one. Sorry, I
turning,
highlighted
dodging
that.
away,
No, I did
especially
highlight the right
Skyflash.
one.
You could hear
Dude,
coming
he hasn't
from
picked it
time.
up. Chat. Okay, there
Likelihood
it
that we'll
is.
be
10
pushing
second
together with a
cooldown. Of course
Trailblazer
it
here.
is.
Cloudburst denying any sort of aggressive maneuver. Something to note here. Giants, yes, they picked this up, but they're playing against Navi, which they haven't really seen in this composition before. So, yeah, okay, they've got something prepped up for us, but still have to figure out how Navi like to play it.
It's been a little difficult for me to notice the impact
Okay.
Angel's had. He has been going
Mid
for the
control
flashes, so can go into those
has
positions
been denied
pretty
so
quickly.
far. And again, they
Scouting
kind of
off, sent out from Zipan into aiming.
Navi have got a good understanding
Right
because
behind
pretty
the
much
open,
they're
hearing that.
playing no Sentinel as well, so
There are
they
ways you can
understand
play with
that
that
mid
false
is the weak
information
spot.
that
So
Navi
they
think
have
they
the
have.
first wall, and
Only
then they
Knockin'
have
one
the
coming through at
smoke.
the 42nd
This is
mark,
nice
forcing
though.
the players
Oh,
off
the
the
legs.
fence,
This is really,
dropping
really
down.
nice. Let's see.
That's gonna hurt. It's gonna make him blink a bit,
Oi,
but Angel
okay.
drops to the
Should be
smoke.
very hard on
That's a
sight.
great kill by
Someone
Cloud.
has to go
They're moving
huge.
even further. Cena taking down Coutinho, but that's okay because he can be brought back to life. Cena out of the smoke, weaving in and out of battle, delivering finishing blows. Nuki, and he's able to find 2 suddenly, and Giants are right back in the fight.
Oh.
Big Xiao, 180-degree turn. What a wonderful display.
The 2 on site.
You've heard of a CNED round. Let me introduce you to the Xiao round right there.
The 2
Wow.
on site have done
What is that?
insane.
Giants know his position. He's just turning around on a dime, kill after kill after kill. You think he gets maybe 1 there. Oh, 2 if he's lucky. No shot. Instantly tagging on.
How easy did he make that look? Right, and it wasn't only just Xiao, it was Cena as well, going
Yeah.
in and
I
out
mean,
of the
yeah,
fight,
they
finding
went
himself
too big of anything.
isolated
That was-
fight, picking them off and
that was
winning on
massive.
each given instant.
Wait, that's
Ooh, I
a
like
good
that
amount
wall
of
spam
damage
start
done though
around.
at the
You can do
beginning here.
the similar spam from the attacking side. The attackers are trying to use some utility, but actually if you get one bullet...
So Giants are going for the light buy as well. So normally they'd be ecoing, but we are getting a light buy, so that's pretty good. They get another chance into this one. They do have a lot of ults. They have an ult to clear. They have an ult to kind of zone them off, and they have an ult for the after plant. So all three of these together kind of should be around. Let's just see if they actually do it right. Oh.
Trailblazer spotting out, at least that's who he gets to is nearby. That's why Coutinho is there, ready on the trigger. At the right position of the crossfire. Keep in mind, Spike is dropped back.
Yeah, that's
directly into the
a huge
side without it. Or
I very much
forget about it.
Yeah, just run that one straight back.
My.
The problem is no setup again. Nuki, nothing
well,
to
that
set
was
him
meant to be
into
the
that
ult. This
area.
meant entry into the site.
It slows everything. Navi have stopped Giants in their track.
Oh, Shao holding it back. Hoodie having to fall back with the Spike has relieved the pressure off of Garage, meaning they can
nice
hold down to the
trades in the
side
end
for now.
here.
But now
2 on 2. They still have Viper ult.
30 seconds, have to play this smartly. Viper spit
Maybe
dropping. It with blades.
gives them too much space, this Viper.
So dangerous with them. Flying above. As if he's an aeroplane.
What
Does right click, means he has to use the operator snake bite.
What the hell did he go for
No,
here?
he's just going
Oh my god, he's
lower, and now
crazy.
Coutinho walks into him, unable to put that barrel in his stomach.
He's actually
Zipan.
crazy.
He may have noticed it's Coutinho's cross, but unsure of Hoodie. Takes a shot in the dark. Oh, this is difficult. Can't switch things up. Has to play it quickly. Can he spot out Hoodie? No one peeks, guiding light, trying to isolate
the
those
timing's
when one is.
mad.
Has to replenish his health before he walks
No,
back into
like
the
you
Viper's pit.
don't, right?
Oh my god! This man! He's got the awareness of the god, of the deity!
Chat.
That is not possible!
How?
Not for a normal human being!
How?
That required divine intervention. My word. From the opening kill in heaven to this, the first one is reasonable. The second is unholy.
Oh my god.
You can't teach that.
Let that sit for a bit. Let that
Striff,
sit for
I
a bit.
banned you.
What did we just see?
Striff, you
Zipan
asked for
sprang
it. Come
through,
on.
Viper spit, having no idea where he gets to is. Walking as well. 1v2 close, just like that.
That's
5-2,
madness,
Navi
isn't
feeling
it?
comfortable now. Looking to take a fight early in Garage, spotting out some movement. Dropping back a bit. No reason to be overzealous here.
I mean, yeah, there's rounds like
Coutinho
rounds
actually
like that
has
happen. You gotta
4,600
deal
in
with
the
it.
bank. Just went for light armor.
I'm gonna take credit for this one. This is my wall.
It's not even like you're going to be saving to operate on attack. Definitely not. Just trying to contact up now. Oh no.
Oh, they haven't checked Shao. You cannot not check Shao.
Did no one here ask to go, like, ooh, a little tickle by the pain shell? Like, come on.
That's not much of a tickle though, right? That's just lead.
Yeah, tried to
making
walk in,
holes
huh?
in their bodies. Uncomfortable, to say the least.
Have we determined if lead is what the rifles in Valorant use?
I don't know,
Yeah,
man. Is it
it's
some sort of
actually kind of
material?
true. There's a pretty
Pretty
good comment
Must
in
depends
chat
on
where like
skin,
this
'cause
wall
this is like
is pretty much
uranium
only
or
you
something.
only really have to check one little bit, which is
It's a
backside and
uranium
obviously here
bullet
as well.
right
Well, I'm
And
not
they
gonna
didn't
make
check
you
the
work
back
for
of
every
sight.
single skin here, mate. All right, 6-2. Navi, as expected, win off the round. Only drop a play. I think they can be very happy about that result. But overall, I think it's the fact that they found confidence, taking trades, winning them. That's what they needed.
Wow.
Back over towards
I think just seeing Navi bounce
A
back
with the
here
wall,
really
looking
strong.
like.
After losing that long O2 and they were on match point.
I feel like Giants are unlucky
until
being
it went
6-2 down.
OT.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Some of these rounds are,
Good sign
yeah,
for
some of
them.
these rounds they're
And I
gonna
think
look
for
back at it and
Giants,
be like,
looking at how
damn,
they're
like
using their
really?
economy right now,
This is
they're
how
sort
it
of
goes
focusing
down.
on
Okay,
longevity
Fish is
here,
up,
right? Investing into
Astra
half-skills,
ult,
making sure they can
and
buy up next round even if they do
defensive
lose and
Viper
end
or
up
defensive
ending up
Viper
this
goes over towards middle. FPX classic in terms of this one.
Sugetsu's going to use the Viper's pit down mid. But what does that mean for Giants who still have 2 players around it? Wait, Rhyme just got a spam kill?
Apparently, allegedly.
Did
Shao?
he hear him running? Was he guessing?
I've got your trail.
Well, the kill was bussing.
I mean, that's like return for Shao getting the 2 earlier, or Zipan getting the 2 earlier, I suppose. My word. Actually, though, this was going to be a perfect fake. With the spot that Rhyme had up in mid, just going to call the other team to rotate up in through B heaven. They're going to send 2 over through main. Now, no one's on site, unbeknownst to them. But Giants have really liked this split into the B site.
Navi, how do you work with this? It's a difficult one to unravel.
Wrong way, bro.
It's a very hard retake.
That's tough.
Hey, look, it doesn't even uncover the position of Hoodie, right? Who's will eventually come in for the flank. They're wary of it, but can't deal with it quickly.
Yeah, they're all out of flashes, though, so actually getting out of the smoke CT, brutal.
And then he
CNED has an op.
CNED misses the opportunity.
Grab the up and run,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that's what Angel's going to try and do. And
See, they
maybe
probably
won't do
should
it.
be doing damage, so I think they
Yeah.
can just
Well,
hold that. But
that's a wiser choice. Zipan is there to help him out.
this is a perfect round for Giants.
Zipan, are you sticking around? They've got some money.
5 people alive.
Might
Let's see how
wanna
much damage
do some
Zipan can
damage to
do.
their opposing economy. That could be more important than his own gun and
Or-
well-being. Or is he going for a ninja defuse? No way.
Surely not.
No, there's one nearby. It's all right.
Oi.
Okay.
Oi, oi, oi.
For a second there, I started to create a drop of sweat.
I mean, I actually think
forehead.
if he got
Takes
that
Fatinho
kill,
down with him.
It could have been possible.
the timing that Rhyme would have swung him would have been super close. Like, we're talking milliseconds there, whether or not that actually would have worked out. Okay, yeah, so we're seeing from both sides. Yeah, no one is doing or seeing anything.
And it's just Ryan pressing mouse 1.
All right.
That's
so
how it's done, everybody.
He's cheating. Cool. Now we know. That's crazy. Unreal. All right, guys, call timeout. How did he know I was in my ult again?
It would have been
How did I know
close
I
if he
was
got the
there?
kill
Guys,
back on him.
I'll take a time out. I need to go into the
He definitely
report.
had time if they
Press
didn't
escape
check it.
real quick. Okay, right.
Can you
Done.
even report on Tournament Client? Because that would be really funny if you could.
Pretty sure you can on every client.
Chat,
I
what
wonder
is
if there's
going
just a
on?
log. Because there's no way any Rioter is checking the reports on Tournament Realm. But if someone were to go back and like read reports from like 30
So I think
years
teams
ago,
watch my
like on
VODs.
Scrim,
yeah. It's like, yeah,
I know
this guy-
Vitality
this
do,
guy,
'cause
I
they
think his
said
name is
yesterday that they do.
11s, he just like shot me. He's playing on like 40
I'm
ping
not sure.
and just
I'm not
like
sure what
murdering.
teams
Like
do.
what's actually happening? Like
I know that
there's some-
Navi
there's
did
some
for
funny stories
Copenhagen
back there that we could comb through.
because they
Like
gave
little
me
tiny puzzle.
Doombros gave me a shout out, so I know that Navi does.
Yeah,
I know that
wouldn't
Imi
wanna have
does.
that job
I know that
myself,
M80
going through
do.
all those reports.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Bonka
not
does
anyone's
because he
job to find
clips.
those reports on
He
Twitter. I
clips
don't
loads
think.
of stuff.
I mean,
could be wrong.
even the ones on ranked. Can't be
So yeah, I think it's a fair amount.
Keep me away. Keep me
happy
away from
about
those.
that one. All right, Giants. They've got still buying them, obviously. They
Judging by
still
how
plays alive,
good
that's what they need.
Boaster's
Still looking
impression
into
of
the
me
future,
is,
making sure they are
maybe
robust
Fnatic.
economically.
Minnie's always lurking in here, so I
Put a
imagine
few rounds
Fnatic.
together, trying to chain them through.
So one of the things I'm looking at for Giants, with Fatinho's ult coming back, when Giants have had the big sight hit ults, right, the KO and the raise, it's been split hits up into B heaven working off.
Look at Z, even Boaster's
With
lurking in
Fatinho's
here.
positioning, I think it could end up being a look similar to
You
that.
call his name and he appears.
Other options are, with this Viper wall, it's very easy to try and pinch down into any sort of A heaven / vents player.
We've seen a few Dizzy so far. I wasn't too happy about them because they're not in position that they can be quickly collected, right? At least I'm not sure. Yeah.
He's thrown some verticals, I know I've seen, but I think all in all, it's sort of hard to judge the efficacy of the champion, of the agent so far.
Of course.
Oh, that's a nice plug, actually, Desfrez, yeah. Chat, I upload all the VODs to YouTube. I know that Twitch delete them, so if you want to subscribe to my YouTube.
But yeah, not having a
And if
Dizzy
you want to
main
watch
now
it there,
does
the ads
really
actually
inhibit
pay
the
more,
chances
so
of progress. Yes, they have
Here's
Sky.
my theory.
If you wanna
They
do
hit
that,
A
then
heaven and then go into mid
I'll
trying
like
to
you
pull
even more.
rotations, which actually CNED is reading up into heaven, and it is the B split like I was telling you.
Poison Cloud, though, won't be able to let him know of a push.
Okay,
quickly.
Angel has to go
With the
huge
Nebula
again.
dropping as
Dude, it's
well.
always up to the
Further
person on the
back.
B site
Once
having to
they
just
Angel's
go.
alone. They know of this now with attacks on the dagger. He's going to able to pick through, but just in damage found, no kills.
Well.
So we get to the first kill for Navi. Giants got control all across the board with the Cosmic Divide to split the Cosmos in two as well as the site.
It wasn't quite as huge as the Shao,
Astral wall.
the
Tried to
Shao
predict
CNED
it, but
combo
no.
that we
An
saw.
upper ground level for Nuki.
They
2
set the
kills
bar
to his
pretty
name,
high on that
and
one.
Giants solidifying it. Very nicely played.
Oh, sorry,
Always in
chat, I just
control.
need the,
Shao
mic.
making a chance out of this one. Dropping back 28 points of health. Not good enough.
Yeah, they're
And
putting
it's
up some
got a
good
save.
numbers, and
Honestly,
I
it's
agree
got
with
a
what you're
save.
saying.
That's what
Maybe
you
it
can
could have
do
been,
Great round
maybe
for
this could be a bit
Giants.
higher.
I love
I say a
that.
bit
That
higher,
was
it could be a lot
that
higher.
was elaborate, and you could sort of see right before it went into gear exactly what they wanted to do. Their own Viper wall. It's like a red carpet that lets them go all the way up into heaven, and then cut back through vents. If any player's in mid, they're going to get crushed. Navi have been playing pretty passively around mid too. So because the defenders, after they've lost A heaven, after they lose,
Yeah, I'm
vents,
still
they only have
confident
one
it's
way to
defense-sided.
actually
I know we
rotate through
haven't
their
seen
spawn.
it recently in terms of split,
It's
but I'm still
so
very confident this
hard
map's
for them to
defense-sided.
retake B.
This
Like,
one's
there's
going to
a
be
lot
a
of
bit
times
of
you see one
an
defender
anomaly
player
because
try
they
to
don't
late
have
push
any
back through mid, but Navi in their head
don't have
know
any,
Giants cut through
sentinels.
there, so they can't safely
So this
go
you're kind
back
of
into that
expecting
area
for
with one
more
player.
even
It's a
halves for
huge
sure.
Gamble.
So I saw a
Double
stat
duelist
earlier
got
in the
taken
day,
away
and
in
I
terms of the
wanted to
raise
see
as
if
well,
possible
so
to
you should see it
affirm
be a
this,
little bit more
but
defense-sided.
Yeah, take this with a pinch of
after
salt.
that.
I believe every composition on Split we've seen in lock-in included a raise for a reason. Now, the way that Navi are playing
Oh my
does not include it.
goodness.
It's definitely different, definitely something we haven't seen too much of, and we can see clear frustration.
Oh my goodness. That's an angry man right there.
I mean, it's a CNED classic, just keep going back towards the jet. Now with an operator in hand, will try to hold the forward angles, but it does seem fairly difficult for Navi to make aggressive plays.
Last 2
early.
rounds.
Like they can hold with the jet, but the lack of a raise and a paranoia or a fault line makes it very hard to burst forward from the
Yeah, a
defensive
little
side
bit,
of things,
but no
right?
info though,
You don't
right?
have the fault
And that's
line
why
to
the sky is kind
control
of a must pick at the
early or
moment.
Mid, B main, A main. All of a sudden, the attackers get to hold that.
This
much
might
earlier
be
on.
devastating.
Use one flash
Love
to
that they
force
used the
the
dog here
operator back.
and didn't
I'm
decide
not
to
sure
swing
if
this.
Trailblazer was able to catch out Nuki's attention there.
They only saw 1, but they would have heard the gunshots, so they at least know
What this
2
means
is
that
here. With Nate
now all of a
close, so
sudden
they
Navi
clear
play
out this
virtually
cubby.
every round without mid control. This is the first time I think I've actually seen someone in vents from them. 3 up towards A heaven. They have to be able to fight through this Viper wall. Otherwise, the
Nice
same
down
thing
from
that happened
CNED.
last round could be repeated.
First blow onto Nuki. CNED happy this time around.
Oi,
Right.
oi, oi,
So
oi.
yes, I wouldn't have thought of that would have been possible, but yes, they left it open.
Didn't
walked through,
really
and now they're
expect that
equal in
one.
numbers.
The aggressive tool's hard to fight for mid. No sentinel utility.
Oh,
to
late
guard
push
the
over
back
towards B.
either.
2 people here though.
Perfect punish from Giants, and now they can work into B.
Yeah, utilizing
Okay,
mid to cross
same
into
thing.
the B.
It's
Exactly
always
like
coming
last
down
time,
to
but this
this.
time there's 2 defenders for Navi. Angel up close, not winning his fight. Shao, can they read? He's nearby. Angel dropping. Giants are on the fight. Then looking to push forwards, but still.
Oi, what the
Shao
hell
should
has
have
he
to
died
deal
to
with
this?
next.
There must have been a spam on top of this as well.
Woody as well was in A heaven, has called the rotation in from CNED, knows there's going to be a jet moving into heaven very shortly, and he can stab him straight in the back.
Damn, okay.
I'm reading it and seeing it. Yes, he got the first pick. The only kill for
Yeah,
Navi
so where
this
every round
round.
goes up to like, what's the individual
Like,
on B
guys, I
gonna
did my
do?
job.
It's what it feels like at the moment.
Can you make this a little bit easier for me? It's
A lot of,
frustrating, we know, we saw it from him.
Yeah, most of these
Doesn't
teams
feel
are playing it
happy.
how we thought they were going to
Saving
play
the
in
op
terms
probably
of
the
taking
best
mid
choice
control
for him. He
heavy.
doesn't have a dash to get out of it. Oh, that is rough. Walking out, knife out into mid and retrieving a bullet.
Still going to be able to
the
get a
middle of his
okay
head.
last buy in terms of this one. Light armors on some.
Giants have exposed the weakness now in Navi. It took them a little while, but now 3 rounds in a row have been exploiting mid to the fullest. Fantastic from them.
They might just fight for
And
B
Navi,
heaven
it
a bit
feels like
heavier
they're
because they've
sort of
been
playing a little
doing a
bit
good
on
job
their
at fighting
own,
over towards
right?
middle,
Like CNED finds the pick and
but
strong enough to
maybe
get
they're
the
getting too
one.
much control over
But
towards
unless
B
everyone is
heaven.
finding
So
theirs as the hits come through, as the rotates through mid,
the
half
thing
it,
is, in an
rounds
ideal
quickly,
world, right?
quickly
They
going to
they
fall
try and
apart.
have 3, right? 1 person sight and 2 person here, but because mid control gets lost and you have this wall as well, the 2 people on A just don't feel super comfortable. So if they wanted to do it, you would kind of play a little bit like this where you're playing double heaven. This is a nice change up though. Getting information early over towards A, that means when you get pushed off over towards here, you should just feel a lot freer about going to in terms
Vitinho
of
also has
A heaven.
7,100
Sorry, B heaven.
credit, so
Yeah.
I should hope
Is a constant
left
smoke
a
that is
little
blocking off CNED
goodie
though.
bag for him
but-
outside of garage.
When Sugetsu does get pushed off of this angle though, CNED, you might see this happen, right? Rotate up.
This to be such a weakness,
But what are you
Angel
fighting with?
walking into mid,
Wow, okay.
retrieving a bullet between the eyes. That's not good.
So yeah,
Navi
they
on the
didn't.
back
They
foot already.
just
Giants.
they just wanna.
I think he's
They just
trying to
wanna
fight
fight
with
heavy.
Dizzy, but it gets instantly broken. There's too many players there.
Hoodie was isolated though. CNED, good pick from him. But
Yeah,
can
nice
he convert
pick.
the success over
Again,
to the
let's
B
see
side?
what
CNED is gonna
Zipan
try to go
can
through
do
mid. This is what I was
on an
talking about.
island on his
You
own.
need
He
a
did
way
great, to
pinch
be honest with
onto
you.
the male player
Had to get
on
one
the
and he
attack. The
did.
attackers always leave someone here. And if he's
Give me Rhyme.
successful, it gives them all the options in the world.
Trades are even. CNED on the mid.
CNED gets
Could
a
get a
kill.
pick onto Ryan, and that's
Perfect.
exactly what happens now. All 3 players could be playing together, but Vitinho able to isolate them somehow and gets away. No more flashes.
I
for
like
him,
how
though.
Fatino's played this.
Dropping. Vitinho to the side, switches a position, drops back, wants a pick. Not
Didn't
getting
enjoy
it.
the shots
Shao
as much as the
on the
idea
case.
though.
Nuki falling.
Again, nicely done
And
from
Navi
Shao. I tell you what, I think
looking to close the
Navi
last
did
round of the
incredibly
half.
well to get 7 here, to be honest with how a lot of these rounds were looking. They should be very happy
Wow.
with getting 7
Got
here.
close there for a moment, but CNED and Shao
Still
definitely the
very
heroes of
doable in
Navi.
terms of Giants, but you're going to see the same thing back in terms of Navi
CNED
trying to go
finally
over
able to
towards
backstab
middle.
in mid,
Right,
punish
just
the
means the
male
question
player
marks some more.
on
That's
Giants.
why Angel was fighting heavy
little
for
bit
middle.
late,
He
but better
knows
late than
if they
never
lose
for
middle
them.
and they get control of
Because all
here
the
and
good
here, they've
work
been
they
having
did
a
early
rough
on in the
time.
half, they
So
will have 7
that's
heading into
why
the
he
attack.
decided to fight on his own. He probably thought someone. I can't remember who it was here. I think it was Sugetsu. I think he thought he was going to fight with
Even
him.
though
I'm not
Split
sure.
usually a very defensive-sided map, because of the lack of these comps' ability to play a little bit more aggressively on the defensive side when they want to, maybe not as defensively sided as normal.
Coaches, again, the coaches, at least when I did it, they have, this is your screen, and it's kind of split up into, roughly split up into 9. And then you have like player 1, say this is, I don't know, CNED, then Angel, then Sugetsu, then Shao, then...
having a rough time right now. And I can tell that these
I've forgotten. Did I say Zipan? I think Zipan. And then you have a screen over towards here, and then whatever number you press in terms of this little thing here.
Was close, right? Could have won it.
Right, so you press 1, it will show number 1 over towards here. Right, basically that. So that you can choose who you're gonna... You have a switch with numbers.
Over here, they are ahead with the lead, but I think you saw the frustration on CNED in a couple of rounds.
Yeah, I forgot what names I said at the beginning, and then I was like, wait, there's one more now.
Started going Giants' way time to time.
Yeah, we're trying to do 5 best of 3s today, and we're struggling already. That's a worry.
Difficult composition because you don't really have
Sorry, that play just shocked me again seeing it.
Yeah, I was focused on looking at the players for a second, but yeah, you're right.
But they have a little bit of time to reset themselves before they head into the second half.
And look, it's 7-5. They're still ahead, right, at halftime. It's not bad, obviously.
If the games end in time, yeah, but if they don't, then we're going to prioritize the EMEA games.
They're in the lead, but they are under the most
but
I'll
hopefully catch the last match of that game.
To force things back onto Pearl. Another one of those maps for them, and now is really where we see the test, right? Because now it's CNED on the Jet on attack, not having access to the Rays, but we also get to see the potential options with Wingman here as well. How do they send him out?
The Gecko didn't look great, I'll be fully honest, but I was expecting it to look pretty awful in defense anyway, because I think it's probably the only reason why I wouldn't use it on this map is because I think it's not going to look good on defense. I didn't really see much that made it look good, but I think on attack it's going to be very good. Especially in a comp with no Sentinels, you go over towards take Heaven, send Dubra out on either of the sites. Should be pretty nice.
Yeah, that's not the case. He's a very fragile boy. He's protecting that, man.
Navi playing very spread out.
What's the timing like on this one?
Ooh, Nuki taking a fight early, waiting for the flash.
Loved it. Smoker down.
Start, drop back. They've done the job.
What is the spacing there with Zipan, though?
Good observing as well, just showing the flash so we can kind of see their setup.
I mean, it was a 2-1-2, but he was not in trading distance. I don't know if they were trying to abandon the Astra there for a late rotation after faking A, but that was very unfortunate.
Looking to increment on their success.
Okay, they might be able to get into here. What's the spamming like? Oh, they didn't even... Oh yeah, of course they can't smoke. There is no spamming. Ryan did great.
Staying on site and doing quite a bit.
Tell you what though.
And Zipan keeping their team in check, but still, Navi on the back foot, on site, unable to get the spike down given how far Giants have been able to circulate around them.
The spike stuck back here in Hell, and 2 players now to trap Zipan in there.
Guiding light reveals at least there's a presence of 1 player there. Trailblazer only spotting 1. Do they know that Hoodie's there as well? Zipan getting into a corner with a snake bite is
this is such a
he's effectively out onto
such a nice Viper molly.
Navi, they need clean heads.
This round is cooked.
Giants are just playing with their feelings at this point.
Yeah, this one's too hard. Nicely done from Giants. So it was good from them.
Crushing in on them. And there you go.
I like the setup over towards B. Again, killing the Astra just made this easy. Rhyme had just open shots. They did a bit of a distraction over towards Heaven, I think, and then he swung out.
Very strong for them. And again, I believe the call was...
Yeah, so they were dueling in Heaven anyway. So Heaven took first contact, and then once they were kind of running in, focusing on Heaven, it was a nice little 1-2.
Maybe showing a little bit more presence or feigning more presence towards B than it actually ended up being for them.
Chat, really? Did Navi not win the first pistol on this map? Oh, you lot must be right.
Really see Navi
what was the chat? Someone remind me who what the pistol was in the first half. Okay, 4-0 in terms of pistols.
How can they set him up to take opening fights?
What happened in the pistol?
It's by dashing straight on in.
He's going in. This man wants blood.
Oh, Navi free pass and push middle. Yeah, you're right. And then Fatinho killed 2.
Navi is leaving the fate of
yep,
Garage
I'm
to
back
Angel,
in the room.
Maybe to make his way forwards little by little with no side steps as Navi look to enter Garage. They've gained a lot of space here. Giants not quite clear on the picture. Maybe across towards Vents. They've given it all mid, so anything could be possible. Hoodie peeking out finally will reveal their movement. And Navi actually put Giants under a lot of trouble. 2 picks for nothing. Rhyme on site with a Bulldog trying to hold it back. sustain Navi's, well, Giants' advantage. And with the
Cleaned up on
equalized
some of the low
field,
HPs.
Navi
There's
trying
one
to pick
more.
up weapons and put themselves right back into the fight.
Very nice recovery from Rhyme.
And now it's Angel, the captain of the team, to make it work.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, man. I mean, Navi gave Giants a good run for their money right there, but even after losing the 2 initial players, the remaining 3 of Giants locked it down very nice for them. What I will sort of prep us for is a lot of these sort of split plays with more players up in mid. I think early days of split, you saw a lot of teams trying to play like heavy A main, B main, use 1 or 2 lurk players.
The thing is, I don't have the best answer for you, to be honest, Swifty. It's just because they normally play that site.
Giants just played their attacking half, and how the majority of teams play split nowadays. It usually will be 3 or 4 players in mid, with just the one as a late entry in towards main. What that does mean for you as a defender is, in theory, you could try to, you know, stake out more territory in B main. If you maintain that position, it's very hard for the attackers to actually get a plant on site if their main player ends up falling. But because of the lack of Omen for the one-ways, potentially, because of the lack of the lines,
pretty good. Pretty good bonus.
As much of an option, and you could very
We got
well be
4
running
rifles,
into a CNED
1
operator,
sheriff.
just a CNED rifle holding down the line in B main.
We have NA buy again. Important round for Navi. Giants have a nice bonus into this one, but yeah, again, if they, I mean, most likely, if they lose this one, we're going to see a 4-1 in terms of 4 rifles, and I guess a sheriff for Rhyme.
Navi can find themselves on the board. Obviously, yeah, this is
Pretty
the
much
first
exact.
time
They're pretty much going to have the exact same buy, just again, just more vandals.
We're
Or
wondering
phantoms.
to see how Gecko would be influential.
Ooh, check this out though. Late retake of B main. You don't really have utility to fight for it. And it is
Nice.
traded out
Okay, so we get trades over
That's what I
there,
was
and
talking
at the
about,
same
right?
time
Navi
over towards
early
A, we
utility
saw a
to
trade-off
find
in
the
terms of
timing
both of the
attack,
dogs.
and
So info for
Giants-
info.
What is that?
That kill from Hoodie
I was about to
is
say, both Astras are down, but now on the side of Navi, they've lost CNED as well.
But I mean, between the decay of the orb and the vulnerable, like that's just a one-tap anywhere, I think, with the sheriff.
Angel doesn't clear it.
Oh,
Classic
this
mistake.
is sloppy.
It is.
Chat.
Definitely no Navi
I don't know.
capable.
Maybe it's too early, and
outside.
honestly, it's good in terms of how Giants are doing it in terms of stopping them. But at the moment,
But Navi are
I'm
making a
not
noise.
enjoying the
Ooh, not
Gecko.
checking the left-hand side. Navi all of a sudden are actually in the fight because they've got the site, and it's a 2v3, and it's Phantoms and Vandals against Bulldogs and the Guardian.
That kind of
Also,
goes
Zipman
across the
will get
3
one
maps,
orb
to
off
be
this
honest with
pit. He
you.
gets another kill. That's Seekers with only 2 players alive on the enemy team. All of a sudden, very doable in the late round.
Anyone's round. Flank from Giants.
Oh no,
Hoodie
this
on
is
the
bad
back
though.
side.
The fact is, a player coming in B main and site players swinging
Okay,
2
let's see
backside
how
at the
Hoodie
same
does
time,
when he
that's
swings
almost
this.
impossible to play for Navi.
Unless Giants don't time it right. Guiding light. to
Nice
the side.
flash, good
Hoodie
info.
doesn't spot them. They know someone at least is there. Do they know that both of them are? No.
Wait,
Should we
what
get
a
to Doctor's
shot,
life?
though.
Zipan with
Uh-oh.
one. Can he line them up? Looking for heads. It could have been a collapse
Nicely
double,
done. Nice
but
shot
it
from
just
Fatinho
isn't.
here.
This is going to be Giants on top, giving Navi
Bonus
no chance.
round goes over
Perfect
towards
corralling there of
Giants.
Giants on the retake.
In
Sending a player to
theory,
main, using
if
the
we talk
flash
about
hit,
old
both players
split, at least when there
backside.
was broken agents,
exactly what
this
you
is a
wanna see.
defensive map.
Navi are going to have to be careful for these late re-aggresses, especially over in B main. With them committing so heavily, so many resources over towards mid. Just one player watching B main, that hurts, right? Navi were spread
Striff,
out 1,
I don't
2,
wanna
2,
give
with
too
the
much
weak
away. I
side of
actually
the
wanna
map
come back to
being
coaching
B,
at one
and
point.
yet that's the area they wanted to move into.
I
Well, it
give
gets
away
punished.
too much as
Yes,
it is. I'm
Giants
not doing
had to
that.
take that gamble, had to take that step forward. But it paid off, and it really shut down the options for Navi.
The thing is, it feels like Cena has got this added role that he has to be the playmaker now. Go for heroics, try and
Okay,
seek
we got a
plays where
hero
they don't
gun.
exist.
We got
That
some
often
baby
is
guns to
pointless,
back it up.
right?
We saw Dude Bro
It's
get sent
costing
over
them
towards
more,
middle,
putting them on the back foot.
and
He
we
could line it
walk contact
for
in towards B. And as we can see,
Just
this
without movement.
actually might be relatively good.
hiding away. But still, Nookie. And
Ah,
Rhyme,
okay,
they've
nice
got
cleanup.
One on top, one at the bottom, and they're both collecting kills. Navi trying to salvage it with pistols. And there's actually a chance because they've got guns now.
Yeah,
they've
but
got to deal with Hoodie.
Hoodie's positioning is absolutely fantastic here.
Ooh.
Still 2 players. He has to get through, but the rest of the team, the reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah. Hoodie had to buy
Okay,
time.
nicely
That's
done.
exactly what he did.
Honestly,
waiting for his team to
Navi
arrive,
not
and they
too
can
bad for
all
this
put
one.
their collective
damage.
effort into shutting Navi down. 7-9, and that advantage is just increasing. Giants with every round of the second half so far.
Yeah, they just farmed up some huge ultimates as well. Showstopper, Seekers. Cosmic Divide. I mean, in a post plant, if you abandon the site after putting the spike down, and you're facing off against an Astro Wall, and then from behind it, there's a Raise Rocket there too. Like, you can't actually approach.
Yeah, important timeout.
Play very far forward, so
it's looking.
Gonna be thinking about that one.
Yeah, looking kind of scary.
Here.
What's up, Bunker?
Exactly
yeah, we got the no Sentinel madness
round,
right now.
On the pistols for them, going fully into B main. That's not something I expect we'll see very much from them again, as mid play has been.
Alis as well. Thank you so much. Over towards Bonka. Bonka, welcome in. Best of luck for the game today as well. Same goes for you, Imi, if you're still lurking.
Really showing his emotions, holding back on it, very visible. All of them, frustration. I think it's clear. Definitely not what we're used to, but valiant effort for Giants. They've been reading the play of Navi, putting pressure on them all the time. They've never really let off of that pressure.
I want to see Navi, and I actually like they're moving over towards the A site. I want to see some more early pressure.
Yeah,
they can take
true. I should probably remove that.
You don't have to fully commit into the A site, but fighting off your wall up into heaven.
That's
and
too
then
much power for him.
Into that Shao lurk. Shao,
Okay,
yes,
massive round for Navi. Let's see how they're changing this up. Looking like they're going to try and get over towards A heaven pretty early.
And actually,
Smoke goes in. Dog goes heaven. Gets followed up.
Yeah, following the dog. Up in towards
okay,
heaven.
that's good. That should pull eventually.
Yeah, the fight
should pull Viper away from middle.
So by the time they get there, they're going to use a lot.
The difficulty is
this is nice. Where do they all go? Well, they know there's 3 people A now.
Crunchy from Giants, looking to push forwards with the defenders, and Cena is able to catch one off guard. He looks to make a heroic play here. He's got assistance from 2 teammates pushing forwards. Astra does drop the Nebula. Still,
oh my! Oh my! Okay, they managed to win that out. Felt like there was opportunities for some people to win Angels there.
Yeah, Cena falls, but the rest of the Navi is just right behind him.
Nicely done from Navi, everyone dueling.
Giants a bit confused.
They ended up just closing their wall. Flash went in to try and get Cena to get a kill, and then that.
Kind of attempt over here, but I think you learn very quickly that nothing's actually happening.
Yeah, as soon as Nuki just peek this out, he'll figure it all.
Is there an argument against Viper one way on A ramp? You talk about the most people don't know the lineup, first of all, and second off, it means that this angle's still there.
They were trying to re-clear space over towards A.
Yeah, Angel is alone here, isn't he?
So if you're like walking in, you can get punished.
You're playing so much on their own.
I think you're talking about the kind of one that's just on the ledge. Yeah.
Trade off one another.
Honestly, most people don't have the lineup for it, but it's pretty much people don't do it because they don't want to be scared of this angle. They just want to fully be able to not worry.
Things could have gone awry.
Yeah, the economically sound decision is just the save, and that's exactly what Giants are doing.
It's just little things like this you notice, and maybe one round it's not problematic, but if this were to continue to happen, that's something you could point out to. Not even be like, okay, numbers advantage, maybe playing a little bit too loose and out and about.
Yeah, all good.
I wonder if they'll actually challenge a fight.
I got some nice Viper stuff on this map that I'll do some videos with. There'll be some shorts. I have some really nice Viper stuff.
Take some kind of a fight, and Navi definitely don't have much of the tank, so
no risks.
Nothing doing this time around.
Nope.
Standing in between us and victory.
Bit of stand backing, that is what these teams need, right? Get their hopes up yet again, feel more comfortable, feel that they're not alone.
Navi going to be happy just to get an attack win here after losing the first 4 in a row. And I mean, look, they're more committal A attempts.
Yeah, I know my YouTube is not doing. The VOD YouTube is thriving. The other one, not so much. It'll get better. There's just too many games on.
Again, leading the charge.
The difficulty is, I think the ults again from Nuki and Rhyme so strong in a post plant situation. Even on the site hit, we saw previously when it was the B exec. Cena dashed onto site, and there was just an Astra suck right in front, so no one actually could follow off of that. There's a world where if that comes in, the raise up from heaven too, the stall power is there. Now this time,
this is very nice, very nice. Over towards B, they do a lot of pressure early. That's 2 Astra, 2 of the Astra stars used already, right? They have 1 for middle, and maybe there was 1 at the beginning that I missed as well. So I think that this is the last remaining star for Rhyme.
No.
That's a good flash.
But that guiding light definitely figures out.
That's the thing, because you always know after one piece of utility,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
when the enemy team is going to try to punish it. The flash, they're perfect.
Seen it pushing in very quickly, trying to follow up with a trailblazer.
Do they?
No longer having the ability.
Wait, we have
Dash is
4
really
people here.
important.
This is pretty
Now,
good for
moving
Giants
in
at the
further,
moment.
guiding light together with the showstopper, interrupting Angels' push. Seen it, so aggressive in there. Wants to punch on them.
Still have
wants
2
to
on
put
site.
daggers in
Do
their
they
bodies.
decide to go B?
So eager to put Navi back on top, but still, it's a 4v3. 25 seconds, trying to get the spike down, and Coutinho on site.
Wow,
taken down.
insane
Dealing with
trades
Cloud quickly.
here. Holy
Navi
hell.
with the advantage.
Navi
Zipan did
fighting
great.
their way through the
Actually had
showstopper.
4 people
Zip
here.
Band there for a
Cena did
couple,
unrailed
Cena
as well.
Ryan stuck
Cena
in
and
a 1
Zipan
versus 3
both did
now.
huge.
You can
Look
tell
at
how
the
frantic
HPs
Cena
though.
is
Some of
there,
these
man.
duels.
Yeah.
He wanted
Some of these
that.
duels were
Punching his
insanely
way
close.
through like this.
Good reposition though from Zipan. You could see again, all 3 players were spread out now. Zipan, Sugetsu.
Yeah, I
holding
think
hands
you
just a
could.
little bit.
I think you could on this map.
He's going to give it a go. He's going to give him a run for their money. Or maybe just exit.
It's really
frags.
just exits, yeah. Still though.
Repositions, and that's Sugetsu with a kill.
Okay.
2 remaining for Navi. Scoreboard signing 9-9. I'm getting
this is a
quite
nice
a
round.
deja vu
Some,
from the previous map. Things
I
are
like
going
I like
neck
the
and neck.
strat in
Also,
itself,
two
right? I
players
like
from
I
Zero
like
were
just
down
how
to
they
0
approached
credits
this
on that
one.
last round.
Early
So this is
pressure
gonna
over
be a
towards B,
half
create the
by
question mark. Also,
force
they
at
did it
best.
enough that
Poor Giants.
they
Navi
put enough
absolutely
util
getting
into
the
it,
ball rolling on
which
this
made
one.
it
I
look
thought there
like
was a
it
world
could
where
be a
maybe they just
bust. So
call
the
it off
Astra
and
put
split
2
into
smokes
B after
into
seeing
it.
2 players
Right, then they've
down on
already
that
been
A
using a
side. Actually, I
smoke
don't
over
think they were aware of the
towards
players
middle.
down in hell.
So
But
yeah,
regardless, very nice
I like that a
attempt.
lot. And then just
And I
went
think
over towards A.
continually we
Again,
see
individuals
these executes from Navi
definitely
over
stepped
towards the
up a
A side
little bit.
working very effectively. Even
It's
that
a very
side showing
important
a
round.
fake
Pushed them down
towards
to
B.
a low buy.
The presence there early
We've got
and
double
then
hero
swinging
gun.
back
Double
right
hero
after
gun,
making the
Sheriff's
Sky
with it
Neutral
as well.
throw
In
down.
terms of this, Astra ult, Viper ult.
And importantly for Giants, it is 2 hero rifles on the light armor for them.
Here
so
he
they're gonna be
goes.
Very happy going into the next.
Yeah, it's not impossible.
He's a
for Giants to
maniac,
do
isn't
damage
he?
this one. Absolutely not.
As soon as he sees someone, he's
What
an
about
absolute
how can they
maniac.
actually put Nuki and Cloud
In terms of the
positions
other side of the
to
map,
picks?
vision has been blocked,
They're
and
not
they
actually-
decided
that's not
to
really the mantra
use
for them. Nuki is
the
back
dog
in
to
spot
clear all
with
of
the
this.
guns.
Yeah, there's
Changing
two
up their
ideologies
wall
you
as
can
well.
have
So
two
this is their
hero
smoke.
rifles
Similar
to
thing,
either
but we're just
guarantee
changing
that
up the
they're in a
wall
position
and
to
the smoke
save
itself.
Or a position to shine.
100%. I think that in the current, wow, nice read from Angel there, just tapping
Okay.
that one.
But
Expecting
they're
a Ryan
just
pullback.
okay.
It has been around that 50 to 110 mark.
I'm gonna
that Giants have
just
for
be
the
like,
mainly aggress. So good awareness
in these
on
kind of
his part.
rounds, I get it. I get
Yeah,
the
no-
idea
no
that you're gonna
need for
try
Nuki
for
to
stuff
stand
like
try to
this, but
save
it might as well
because
be the
of
people with the
light
hero
armor
gun.
threat.
So
They'll be
I don't
fine
like
going
that,
in
especially
there.
when you're an
So
Astra.
Take your fights and give your team a chance.
Nuki, this is where he's supposed to shine. Paint shields thrown onto the side, maybe the delay, and funnel them into his crosshair.
Whoa, look at that
30
pit
seconds
up
left.
in heaven. That is funky.
That is funky, and it closes off a lot of Giants' approach here, right? Where do they enter? They
This is a
essentially
nice
funneled into
one.
B main.
Now Cloud has a couple of flashes to try and work his way through.
Gonna take a lot of
with the
damage just
information as
walking
well.
through
He's
this.
so concerned. There's so many different spots players could be hiding in mid, so he takes the extra time.
If I was a coach, would I implement Gecko this
It may
early?
actually turn
It
into
takes
a
too
late
much
flank
time
or
and it
execute
doesn't
him
give you
again.
enough.
Guiding light, CNED can't capitalize.
Trust me, I'm a
Giants
big
still
fan of
gonna give
using a
this
lot of
go.
these
One
agents.
dropping, Hoodie no more. Nuki
Like
can't
we
find the
tried
kill,
KO
and
pretty
without it,
early on,
he's
Neon,
gonna call it
etc.
off.
But this
Got back
one,
with the
this one
rifles they
feels
have.
the same as Yoru, where it's
Coutinho
just
maybe
it's
going
just
for
too
an
much
extra pick,
work,
but
man.
that's
It's
all
not
she wrote
worth
this
it.
round. Giants, they're gonna have to concede it. Navi potentially put themselves
I
on
like
top
that.
of double
What?
digits. CNED
Oh
wanting
my
to go
goodness.
for more. It's a statement piece. Oh, nice
The
one.
little satchel interrupts the fire there from Zipan.
Good tech.
I like that. I also appreciated the tech of Sugetsu pulling down that that Viper pit in heaven. The second scene
It wasn't much of an overheat. Like
Nice
their
stuff on
money's
both
really
sides there,
good.
but it's Navi
The money's really good
again
because they've been doing light
securing
armor,
themselves
and they
the
just
round.
wanted to take the guns away from them.
Look,
It
the site
wasn't
went
too bad.
virtually uncontested. I think Angel had a great read on that spray down through the Astra pullback. And you can see as these teams spend more time in the server with one another, they become more accustomed to the habits of what Giants are trying to do with those late garage re-aggresses.
It's a big back and forth. A massive
They got to
back and
change
forth.
that cam
And
when it's
mentally
Pipson.
draining, right?
He's
Because
he's
you
all
never
the way
feel
leaning in.
comfortable. You never feel in charge. That's not a really nice place for a player to be in, right?
No. It's tough. You call a timeout, try to get your footing back a little bit. I mean, Rhyme's been sitting on this
No,
cosmic
it doesn't,
divide
Omega.
for, I don't know
That's
how long,
interesting,
4
though.
rounds now? I think he had that since they won the 15th. Angel also has access to Thrash. So that's something we could see come into play. I think one of the things that It was Navi actually using it back on Lotus. They used it to sort of scout out the early angles away, and then
everyone making fun of Fnatic for small armor, and everyone's using it. Yeah, it's again, in my mind, it's just proven better. It's proven better until I see teams punish teams for doing it.
A little bit harder, perhaps, but if it just clears back sight, then it's sitting for you back on default.
Pretty much
that could actually be really strong the more I think about it.
I think a lot of the stuff that I saw was like criticism, or maybe people not understanding it fully, or not thinking about it enough.
Navi showing early presence towards the left-hand side, but quickly rotating over now towards the right. Obviously, Spike left in the proximity of the B site. There's probably
it was NRG that did it fast. Icebox and Breeze game, I remember looking at it.
We saw the dog come out from Sky, and you can see Cloud about 5-10 seconds after the dog
important round here.
That bird. Make sure there's
We
no
do have
timing
Fischl
window in which the walk-up could happen. It's happening now, though, very loudly.
Navi actually he spent quite a little bit of utility mid, keeping
trying to create pressure over towards here. It's actually very good that the knife hit too, right? Knife hit the Sky, knife hit the Jet. That means that these three have a very good chance. Keep an eye on Giants here. Let's see what Rhyme can do, because he is on his own. He can smoke and suck this, but keep an eye on this double flank over towards middle. Oh, it's going to be so weird with the CNED timing. There's a lot going on at once here, chat. A lot going on. CNED's going to get a good timing, right? He's running. Rhyme tried it. Rhyme went way too early on his own. He had an Astral as well.
Giants splitting up now, not wanting to put two players into B main.
Probably didn't feel super comfortable though. It was a weird. It felt like a weird round because all of this was like a question mark for him, so someone could be pushing up on him.
But now they're trying to ump it up.
Oh!
Tries to go for the
how the hell is Sugetsu on that?
And now has to draw it back up again. Angel's got his teammates back.
Oh, they pushed through without a flash though.
Has to drop. And Navi
increase
the gap.
They're letting it slip.
To lose a single gunfight right there. The only player that falls is CNED, who's just getting absolutely cheesed.
How the hell has Sugetsu got this kill?
Between him and the rest of his team. Can't ask for more than that. The Cosmic Divide being so powerful there. I mean, I can't help but feel like there's maybe a flash lacking to get Nuki passed through that wall. Just gets shot in the toes. And then when Patino tried to
managed to squeeze out a buy again with the light armor. I say squeeze, they're kind of fine. This is low and this is low, so in theory, this feels like a must-win round for Giants because they're low by next round's going to be crazy. That's a nice shot though. And he manages to get out, pretty good.
The explosiveness he brings into them, but now no longer being an asset to the attack, can quite dwindle their chances.
I think that was Thrash we heard running all the way down onto the A site. Going absolutely mental. That's what they were trying to track Cloud with, but they were unsuccessful spamming
a flash to swing,
all the utility raining down. Xiao, can he
do something? Gets free information though with that one.
That would open up so many different options, but this wall from Navi doesn't allow them to really split A into mid all too effectively. They could if they want, but leaves them vulnerable to so many different angles.
It really does. Still, Navi comfortable to keep it going. Cloud having to drop back, force back with everything thrown at him, but still a play in heaven could be a menace. Angel pushing forward, he's got the spike. The spike is now dropped so deep in. Hoodie does get punished eventually, but still Cloud onto the back of it. He's got
30 seconds.
There's two onto the A site. Navi have to fall back.
This is so tough. What do they do? Only 25 seconds. It has to be an A hit.
Rhyme does have
two players in perfect position.
I mean, Rhyme has a star down here, so he might not feel like he has to use his Astral, but he could do it.
Anymore. They can focus on
nice shot again.
So clean with that shot, and there's not much time. Navi, they're running out of it.
Nicely done from Nuki to just get information this whole time as well. Just meant that this was never even questioned.
On that 10-second mark, it was now or never. If they got in the pick, they would have gone for it, but no, they draw back, and that allows Giants to be right back into the fight.
Wow.
An arm length away from Navi.
Two critical things going wrong for Navi. First, the initial kill from Patino onto CNED. No more dive to get into the site. And then after that, Thrash wasn't able to convert into the kill onto Zipan, who I believe, or not Zipan, the player who had actually dropped down into hell. They were trying to spam and kill away that player, but it did not work.
They literally just don't want him to stack up orbs, I'm pretty sure.
Heaven control was
I didn't actually fully
hard.
check how close they were to some ults, but
It feels like these two teams have got a lasso on each other.
I didn't fully check who was still
They really
alive
are.
as
All the
well.
time.
But
It's like,
if
you're not
Cloud
getting
was, it
away
makes a
from
lot
me.
of sense, and if
And
Nuclear
even
was
when
over
one
towards
player
mid, it
falls,
makes a
there's
lot
like
of sense. So.
4 other players ready to step up directly behind him.
Yup.
That round was Angel, like completely fearless, running into heaven, using all his own
Oh,
utility
boy.
to set him up. And here we go, CNED.
Yeah, last time he got spammed through and ended up falling. Now double Cloudburst to try and keep himself alive, pull his team in. Nice little attempt. They do cross over.
They got a
Fatigue
nice
dead,
little crossfire
putting
here.
Navi in charge. Cloud doesn't want to hold back on the pressure. Angel dropping. They don't win any of their fights.
What?
How do Giants win that? How on earth is it that simple?
Giants playing so well in tandem with one another. Cloud gets the first kill, so the swing comes through.
Hoodie has
but Hoodie's
absolutely
right
saved
there,
him with that kill.
right next to him.
Great collaborative
Still might be
play
relatively
from
hard.
Giants. Fundamental strong. Navi shaky. Fully taken advantage of. Trailblazer spotting where Shower is. They've got to take advantage of that, meaning there's
Weird
probably two on
Astro.
site. Stun on CNED, and he's trapped on the other side of the Cosmos. Nuki dealing with him. Now 2v4, 2 per player, and they both succeed.
Hold.
Spike being defused. Can they pull in time? Off the spike. 2 on 2. CNED
This
delivering.
was a
It's
horrendous
close.
Astro.
CNED on top. Navi on 12. 1 round away of putting their names on the map line.
CNED pulls Navi out of the grave that round. It looks
CNED did great.
completely lost for them.
Like, don't get me wrong,
But a
CNED did great,
3K
but this
to close it
Astro
out. Playing on both
was
sides
horrendous.
of the cosmic
Like,
divide.
they really should have just
I mean,
Astro
Giants
with
started
the
off this
singular
retake
person off.
absolutely perfectly.
But they gave him a
Utility was
little
there
route
too.
that he could go
Then
up
Navi back
top,
and forth,
and they're
up
not going
down,
to hear it, and he
over
can
that
spam
wall.
through.
Giants don't hear him going
It
for
was
the
a
up
very
the element of
bad
verticality,
Astro.
unsuspected in their minds.
Like, they should have just done this with the
That's
Astro,
exactly
right? Cut
what
this one
Navi
person off
needed.
so you can isolate site, and then the other person has to push through
Speak
it.
of verticality,
And just
hold on.
focused
I
heavy on the
think
2 on
Nuki
site.
boosted up,
Instead, we did this, gave them a bit of
Rhyme there
freedom, and left
onto
him
the
an
upper box that
angle
you
that
can
he
see
could
has
jump
no
up on
satchels in
top.
the inventory. I think that's how he got the upper
2
angle.
chances for Navi, but we've been here before. Same scoreline that was that happened on Icebox.
This is crazy. Hold on, because there's B main control for Giants,
Yeah.
a Viper's pit in mid, and yet there's 2 players in vents. So now Navi can actually wrap around and pinch into this A site.
There's a good understanding from both teams where the question marks are on the map.
And what this
Look
means
at
for
this,
Giants,
though.
they could actually
Perfect
be very
timing on the
fast
push.
flanking
They're going to get
eventually,
full
either
info.
all the way through spawn or potentially through mid because of this pit.
This is nice.
They could
Should
walk
probably
out of
pick
there
up
with
these
Hoodie
stars
as
at
well,
one
but
point.
I say go all the way around.
The more Navi
we
wait, the
go.
better picture Giants have on the position of their opposition as well. Pushing forward, that's going to clear the Heaven side, meaning there's one on Heaven. Cloud gets spotted. No, he doesn't. CNED walks right past him. Still, has to move out of position.
Oh my goodness,
Angel,
how?
Good shot onto Cloud still.
How?
Navi with a chance. Still have to deal with one on site though. Patino finding his
No,
kill.
he was
Hoodie
healing.
on the back flank. CNED trying to stop it down, but it's still a 3 and 3.
Watch Hoodie. Patino finds the first. They're trying to pinch down onto Patino now, but the knives aren't good. The
Rhyme
knives
is also
aren't good.
flanking. Rhyme is also flanking. Flank on a flank, and it's a 1 on 2.
Uh-oh. Clutch kill.
Shout to close. 20 seconds remaining.
Spike to be planted.
This is a manic round.
Lacking on info.
Oh, the util.
Stunned.
Stun nade,
Out of it,
smoke
though.
for himself to play around.
Say no.
And sound.
Oh no, I'm nervous.
Spraying
Oi,
forwards.
okay, nicely
But
done.
when there's two
Nicely
shooting
done.
towards you,
I like the
the
push over
chances
towards B.
are in favor
Helped them a
of
lot.
the plenty. And Giants still in the game.
Love explosions.
What a chaotic round. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the choices you have to make in a round like that. Do I flank? Do I not? Can we commit now? Can we push past the Viper's pit? With the pressure of match point on their back too, Giants come up heads nearly every time. And it was Rhyme deciding to go the long way round.
Zephez, thank you so much, dude.
So
Chat, new
good.
member. You know what to do. Let's see the
Thrasher
spam.
available
Appreciate
for
it, mate.
Angel,
Welcome in.
Vipers, well,
I think maybe I
showstopper
missed a
from
sub
Nuki.
as well earlier, but
Two
I'm
very
not
good
entirely sure.
ultimates.
Either way, dude,
Could
thank you so
dictate
much.
the pace. And well, Thrasher's used straight away, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a scouting
Oh,
tool.
it's
Honestly,
fast.
Thrash is best
Oh,
at
it's
scouting. Actually
fast.
sending all the way down to the side.
The
I'm a little shocked to
the
see
fish
that.
is sending it
Trying
in.
to
What can
hell
Nuki
and
do?
directly under Heaven.
That's the ult. They
But
take
now
down the
there's
ult.
showstopper.
Rhyme
Nuki
has to at
falls.
least kill
That's really
one.
important ultimate and a tool to be down, depleted. Rhyme on the bottom end. Can't finish the job.
10
And
HP.
now it's a 3 on 4. Giants have to win the trade.
Oh my god, Angel's sleeping.
He
What's
cannot
going on
miss
here?
those. He's got to be hitting himself for that one. But now the rest of the team has to focus.
All 3 from Heaven. Quick heals come on in. Patino has 2 flashes, 1 already out. Cloud's been able to drop
Dude,
down
look how
hell.
close his Viper Molly was to killing Zipan. They do have another one if he wants to do
A whiff
something
of there
similar.
will knock him out of his, knock it out of him. And now 3 on 3. Cloud pushing forward. All of the 3 players of Giants looking to
Okay,
move
went
together.
backside.
He knows, he saw the head. The call is good.
Got a flash for this.
Holding the line, guiding light, it's good, but it binds his teammate. Cloud takes the fight alone. Is it gonna?
Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay, it's an actual repeat of the first map. 2 chances again, fully gone. Overtime.
And for the second map in a row, it's Navi on 12. It's Giants crawling their way back with immaculate retakes. One after another, the utility,
Yeah,
the
we're sleeping a little bit. I'm not
player
gonna lie
to
to you,
player.
chat.
Remember that moment. Remember when Angel didn't hit the
What's
shot,
up,
the
Mini?
corner
How you
that he
doing?
was holding. Those
You
moments
joined it as a good
add
time.
up and mess with your psyche. Navi, 3 overtimes out of the 4 maps they've played in VCT EMEA so far. Their inability to close out maps is messing with them.
Oh yeah, that's a good thing. Mini, did they change the rules of timeouts in overtime for you? Because apparently they've changed it in NA challenges. I just wanted to see if they changed it for you as well. Basically, at 16-16 you get a new timeout.
Which was dominated with
So you know that you have 1 timeout for overtime. They say that it replenishes every like 4th overtime. That's what it is in NA challenges. Is that the same for VCT? Do you know?
Really were able to pinpoint that.
If you don't know,
Navi
it's
just aren't
fine.
Playing for mid, and when they do, it's a solo player here, right? We can pinch down into vents. We can punish
You don't
that,
think so?
Find
Okay.
timings to get a player up into vents, up into mail.
Look, this frustration for Navi comes in hand with the excitement of Giants. They're feeling it right now, right?
Absolutely.
They brought it back to an overtime. They were down 12-10. There was 2 opportunities for Navi to close it out, have a map on the board of their own. But no, Giants just recover from it. And the fashion that they did it
Alright,
oh yeah.
alright, what do we
This
got?
Is the easiest OT
Any
speech
ops?
ever. Like,
We have
hey
an
guys,
op,
remember what we
and
just
Cena
did
is
to them
over
on
towards A,
Xbox?
and he's going to
Let's
take this
do
peek,
it
and there's
again.
2 people
it's
here
already underway.
with the spike as
Winning
well.
the 23rd and the 24th.
It's an overtime curse for Navi, perhaps. If they end up losing this, it's going to be called the Navi OT curse. It's going to be called that. There's no going away around it, so they're going to have to mitigate that.
CNED went for the operator purchase and immediately got wallbanged.
Knife went in and only hit the Viper over towards middle.
Abandons that endeavor entirely.
Dude, brah.
And I think Giants, they're right here.
That's so interesting. They put the Viper wall up, and he sends Dude Brah there and tries to get it to go back to him so that he can pick it up.
It's a stack. It's a stack by Giants, showing their presence nowhere else other than the A site.
Not much of a fallback plan because they don't have that mid pressure, but all
What's
the
up, Keeper? How
utility
you
is being
done?
waylaid at Navi now.
Oh,
Everything is dropping into
boy,
this
they
attack.
do the hard part. That could be
Nothing
a
will kept
huge
back.
nade.
Angel onto elbow, looking for help.
Angel,
but he gets one
Angel
before
honestly
he
did
drops.
great to get
Is
one.
that good enough? It has to be. Navi rotating over. All of them are here, apart from Shower.
Spike is still not here yet. Smoke goes over towards heaven. Isn't going to get punished for that. Gets onto site. 3 people on site. Viper's still here.
3v4. They can't afford it. They're going to wait for Shower.
Keep an eye on
Yeah,
this.
Shao's flank.
Shao's doing a very late luck.
Shao versus Hoodie.
Hoodie is
Hoodie's
watching
aware
it,
of
but
it
for
now.
how long? Like,
It's
you're
a
probably
matter
going
of
to give
timing,
up.
He has to be aware of so many different angles. though, because
Soon,
as that
yeah.
smoke pops up, he
Okay,
thinks maybe
give me
he's getting
Shao,
pushed
let's
for
see.
main.
3 in charge of elbow.
Hoodie
There's an opportunity to
survives
get to the help
and
out
stays to
here,
play
but
alive.
It's taking a lot of time.
It's taking so much time. Hoodie even wins the trade, and he's spraying for the smoke. He's still alive. Fatinho doing his duty on elbow
Wow.
as well.
Hoodie's
So he gets through to do
done
it all.
insanely well
Absolutely
there.
everything. It's all in his
They won the duels over towards site as well, but the Hoodie managing to stay alive and take one and still stay alive to just buy time. That was impressive.
The victory. It's Giants.
Oh my god, it's
now
actually
on
a
match
repeat
points.
at the moment. We'll see. See how many overtimes we get.
Giants are
Giants have
criminals
a chance.
today. 2 maps. Navi the lead. Navi on match point. And now Giants with a chance to immediately close. I have been impressed with this team today. Not giving a chance over to Navi. I mean, Hoodie outplaying in the 1 versus 2, and then after he gets the first kill, not over peeking. He just hides completely.
Yeah.
What's that player to do?
'Kay.
Wait until he pops out.
Big
Run at him
timeout.
like a psycho or
Oh
go to
boy,
site.
they
There's
could,
no winning
Navi
line.
could go
At that
0-2
point,
down
Giants
at
are
the
playing
start.
high percentage Valorant right now, and it's paying off in this comeback.
We're definitely getting to see more of Giants this game, right? Obviously, playing up against Fnatic was definitely the hardest task for them. And considering they're playing up against the top 2 Goliaths of this league, one after the other.
Yeah, that's
now,
true. 0-4 in
if you
maps.
beat these Giants, or at least have a good showing against them, the coast should be fairly easy.
I mean, honestly,
Allegedly,
this is the type of week, right? 5 days that you can redefine expectations for the next 2 months. If Navi fall here again today in a second series, if Giants are able to find the win after faltering against a Fnatic with a sub, Giants are here
No ops
to
out.
raise the bar for themselves.
Looking like they want to go over towards B early and do and try and get out the double star again.
EMEA, the same could be said about
Or
there's so much proving to be done, right? There's so much proving to be done on this side of Giants. So many excellent players
let's
that
see.
haven't made it
It's
big.
same thing. Flash deep.
Once again, we saw the double boost there from Ryan.
I like this setup though.
Raze shows on the
Satcheling
ground,
up.
that's the only
This is the
agent
first time
that
they've
can
done this as
achieve
well. They
any
didn't do
amount
this in any of the
verticality.
half.
So they're never going to clear this angle. If they commit into B, which they may
Wait.
do now with that kill, Rhyme is here to
Oh
kill
my
them.
god, that was actually
Ryan, they don't know where he
unreal.
is still. They don't know
Oh,
where
they
he
haven't
is.
checked it.
Stunning
Didn't even
light is
clear
still
him.
out. They've
Oh
got
my
no
god.
clue. Hold
Oh
this
my
ground.
god.
Trigger, discipline, trigger, discipline, Rhyme, 3 kills to his name.
Oh, and they get the trades in heaven. Oh, what the hell? They lined up in heaven. Shell's 1v2'd it.
Way.
Oh my
You
goodness.
have got to be
As
kidding
if.
me.
The line up in heaven.
On death's door, Xiao stands up.
Shell, that was so fast. I thought it was done.
It felt over.
It was over.
It felt over. Rhyme had it. 3 kills to his name. Then
Oh.
Shao peeks out from heaven. All of a sudden, it's like, wait.
Hey,
stop.
that little hit
This is
thing
my
looked pretty
show.
cool.
It's not over, Navi. Put your heads
The
together, boys.
it was like
We're
a
good. We
dog,
can come
sky
back.
dog with a
It's not
flash,
over
and
yet.
then they had the
Another
gecko
round of
molly here.
overtime. Round
Pretty cool.
27.
Yeah, nicely
Icebox
done
was
from
defined
Xiao.
by the clutches from Nukier. Navi already. Xiao, Zipan, multiple
Well,
rounds.
they know they have an op.
Just to get us here, just to put us in this position. Giants back on the attack, and this is giving me a reminder of those A to B hits we saw through mid. Because the positioning of Rhyme and Coutinho.
Good info.
Chill out a bit. Bit of a default spread out.
The awkward thing is Spike is a little bit further behind, so they'd have to pick that up before committing to any sort of play here. And they may actually decide not to go up
Vision
to
has
heaven. Right
not
now they've
been
seen
lost
both
here the
Sai
whole
and Gecko
time.
in heaven. So, the
So there
ability
is
for
no
those two
pressure
agents to
middle at
throw
the moment.
flashes, concusses outside or past that their own Viper wall. Maybe something they don't want to deal with, and instead can go for a B split. It should be heavy through mid. You'd expect at least 3 players in mid.
Look at
Raze
this
as well.
push from
So
Xiao.
4 up here,
4
cutting straight in, but
people
there's been 4
stacked.
players already to rotate from Navi.
Navi have got such a good read on this.
And a huge flank as well from Xiao.
Nearly impenetrable, but can they break their way through? The line is
Segetsu.
great. The great wall of Navi. This site shall be called. No
Damn.
one shall pass.
Nicely done.
No
Nice
one
information.
shall cross.
Good,
Navi with another chance.
Good
at match
sky
point.
dog to get all the
Navi
information here.
downloaded Giants
Good
that round.
vision of middle.
Absolutely nothing fooled
And good
them.
push on top of it with the sky
The
dog
slow
info.
pace. Exploited. Even having the flank option, right? They didn't even have to show that to Giants, but that was going to be there if there was any question of who was going to own the site.
All right. What have Navi got installed?
Giants
Double
have got a
smoke
call
over
at the middle,
towards
switching
middle.
right back up.
Looking like they want to do
From
the
their
B
first one, we
pressure
obviously
again
did
to
it
try and get the
overtime.
double star out.
For Navi, this is a chance, right? This is the opportunity to get themselves split. This Pearl on the line. Still, imagine, 3rd map.
Okay, they get nothing
rounds
from it.
have
They
we
did
had?
do a little bit of pressure,
Too
so it's at
many.
least a question mark. But
Okay. Full blast on Angel there. Down to
vision
76.
blocked. They might have
Angel
felt
shows
like,
his presence
honestly, they might feel like they've
and
created
just
question mark,
matches.
and question mark
The
here.
rest of Navi
But as we
aim
can
to cook
see,
something up on it.
Hoodie was
Curious
getting
whether or not
info on
they
this the
can
whole
recover
time, and they have
from
just
Giants
cleared over
from
towards middle. Is a smoke up,
because
but
they encountered
so not
Gecko
bottom and
early,
middle, but
perhaps
at
not.
least close middle.
I do think
Dog's gonna go
actually
in.
deciding
How
not
many does it
actually
see?
cut across mid
Just one.
for the time being.
And it's the Viper who would normally be playing
Players
here,
now from
so
Navi coming
you're
into
not
the
going to
site,
see an over rotate with that.
making a lot of noise.
Carberson, Zena looking to drop through. Cloud
Nice
delivering,
trades.
but still.
Vitinho's super low.
No one has crossed from Navi. The only player that crossed died. So ground to be gained on Heaven.
A lot of
Still,
pressure on Hoodie to do well here.
attempting to put pressure in main to allow Hoodie's position to be taken advantage
Nuki up
of
in
from
vents.
Heaven.
Oh,
They're
I
busting
think.
out, but Nuki in vents has an opportunity here.
Angel is on the
Yep,
right
there we go.
spot to take him down, and maybe this is it. Maybe this is where it's all turned around. But the hero of the
1v2,
previous
dude
time,
bar planted.
Rhyme, is on the fight.
He has one smoke to block vision. 2 smokes. So yeah, he can block vision with this.
They can play so far back here.
There's going to be an Ash to suck though, so has to save one of these.
It's planted for heaven.
It's open, yes. Rhyme has to move fast.
Oh, and there's a potential star there. No ability available, but Rhyme doesn't know that.
Oh my god, it doesn't look comfy.
There's the enemy pole potentially. There it is.
Oh. Oh, okay. I loved it. I loved it so much. Hey, nice try.
Navi, read the play, spray in, and get themselves a map win.
Now it makes sense why he was taking so long.
My word.
Yeah, I love the attempt at the end.
Testing one another, pushing them to the absolute limits. But Navi, I think it was the previous defending round, they just completely read Giants like a book, shut them down at every step, and put together another clean A exec. We are going over to Pearl.
Man,
and give us another OT.
What a
we'll
show!
Go all day.
What a show! Okay, Navi, good job. They've done it. They've closed out a map. That's what they needed. They haven't done that yet in VCT EMEA. Imagine. Or did they do that? Was it
no.
best of 3? No, they haven't
it was
done
close.
That.
We thought they were going to push it there, but we'll have to see what awaits us on the other side of this break. Pearl is there, and only one of these teams can walk away.
We'll go Pearl. And they can be using Gecko there as well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. It's not too bad on Pearl as well, so could definitely be a map if they want to do it. Alright, gonna run some ads and then we'll check it out.
Zero distraction. Zero doubt. Zero opposition.
Red Bull gives you wings.
It's F-Flex on the beat. F-Flex on the beat. F-Flex on the beat.
What a day of Valorant we're having here at Messe Berlin. I'm Yingsu and I'm joined once again by Kakuka and Tom. We should have known that there was going to be another OT. It's split and Tom's here.
Yeah, but he's
you can't put
usually
everything
on the
on
other
me.
side, you know? I was like, he's not casting. It's not going to happen. But yeah, somehow it did. So what do you have to say in your defense?
Yeah, apologize to us right now.
Nothing ever happens to me when it's Pearl.
Oh,
okay.
Yet, so
for now,
that's
so
another one.
That's
another one. But I can't believe that went to another OT. I felt like maybe Navi.
What do you mean? You said at like 12:10, you went it's OT. You definitely did think it could go to another OT.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Because we wanted to see a little bit more. Maybe we wanted to see. For example, my take from this is that I kind of want to understand the intention of the Gecko. I was not surprised. I don't know about you, Tom. I know that, you know, it was being a little bit of Dizzin, a little bit of winging to control mid, but I wasn't getting that feeling that Angel was using it to the best of its potential.
There's a part of me that thinks that we consistently look at like new agents as like, what is this going to do? Whereas I feel like a lot of the time, especially when it comes to someone like Angel, it's being used for just maybe more minor details than we expected.
Yeah,
so I think they are using it purely as an initiator. Find that information, so a lot of the utility isn't reclaimed. I think that's one of the things that we always expected, but at the same time, is Angel finding out spots that people are there? Yes, the same way he would a Sky Flash. So I kind of see the idea behind it is like, okay, I know there's someone here, so now we can adapt to try and play around that, which I don't think is necessarily bad, but is it going to make him look good? No, not really, but that's fine.
I like some mosh pits. There were some mosh pits that I think that were very useful.
I want to see more of it, like you said. I feel like we didn't see enough. But we did see, though, is both of these teams are going back and forth. I'm going to throw us back to a round before OT, but Kakuka, a very, very important round for Navi to win here, especially after the pistol.
Definitely. And, of course, being the score side, as we're seeing right now, right after the plant, they use this Viper's ult to completely deny the entrance for the boys of Giants, either if it's from mid, either it's from CT. It's just not safe. And it's not only that, the fact that Vitinho can barely get any information from that 0 point tells them, I don't know if we can do this, and they already have to start thinking of the next round.
Yeah, I think it's one of those scenarios, and something that I think Saigetsu did quite well on the defense as well, is that when he was taking Heaven control, it's just so difficult to play through all of that utility. And with the fact that it was clear they wanted to try and split through that on their attack, I think Navi just went, okay, now we're on the attack and defending this area. Let's just shut it out altogether and make it so that we can still have visibility on everywhere else they try and push. But if they're going to try and come from Heaven, well, there's no angle we have to check anymore.
Yeah, in fact, Saigetsu playing with his utility is one of the most beautiful things that you can see in Valorant, because he's pretty good. But also Xiao, I think, like, to me, my eyes were definitely on the controllers for this one, because you saw that there was a lot of usage. Rhyme was so close with when that counter ability. I can't.
It had to be Xiao though, didn't it? I think him on Gecko.
All I see in chat is mini flame and doom, bros.
Him on by what it looks like, anything else is great.
Yeah, I think, again, it's just one of those things with new agents, but for Xiao, he's been versatile for a very long time. Like, when we first
Jesus,
saw him,
and then he's flaming me.
I wanted to sort of talk about, like,
God, Mini's been
he was
on
an amazing
one.
jet. He could play a great raise. Like, we called him the Xiao stopper, and now people won't even think of something like that because he's played so many different agents since, and he masters pretty much all of them. So I guess if anybody was going to make Gecko work, it probably will be Xiao eventually, but for now, I'd rather see him on other stuff.
But also, I gotta say, when Xiao got that 2K in overtime, when Rhyme did all the work, did you two think that Giants had won? Like, just before they cut?
Oh, yeah, I was already standing up, being like, oh my God, I'm going to say congratulations, boys. But no, I very quickly shut down. And I remember hearing Pablo's being like, oh my God, Giants is done.
All right, Mini. See you in a bit.
That lasted for like
Good luck.
half a second.
We got debated by Xiao. We should have known. We should have known. But one man I want to bring up is CNED as well. Traditionally, a very cool, calm, collected dude, doesn't really show any emotions. Gets an ace sometimes at international lands, and he just kind of shrugs. But today, I feel like he was fired up. He was really kind of involved. We can see some real emotions on him. Like, look at him here. We never see this. We never see this.
Never. People may say,
oh my goodness,
that was close.
See, there's definitely a word that's used quite a lot in the CIS that I think he might have said a few times in there. Maybe he's picking it up. He's picking it up.
That eye roll is fantastic. That eye roll is actually iconic. That should be a meme. That's got to be a meme.
I think we need to keep the compilation going for the rest of the weeks to see if we can see some more emotions coming from CNED.
I want someone to make like a meme out of that and just do like, oh, every time like Angel runs in and dies.
And then you can do the same thing, but get it like with Nats, where he's just like.
Yeah, and Leo. I feel like Leo's joined that gang of just like ice cold players. But you know, if CNED is getting really emotionally involved, that must be a really tough situation for them. But they've dug themselves out of that, and Giants are all of a sudden in the back foot as we go into Pearl. How do we feel about this?
So the thing is that we have never ever seen Giants on this map. So the possibilities are completely are endless. And we're talking about a Giants that so far has won every pistol and still did not manage to close their map pick of Split. So it's a Giants that is definitely open to surprises as well.
Yeah, it's been a map that more recently as well has been sort of revolutionized by the Harbor Edition. I think it's become such a really strong attacking way to play over onto the B side of the map. So I want to see if that's something that either of these teams are running, because I think it's really, really strong with being able to section off different parts and then just get that strong B side after plant, which has been so fantastic for a lot of different teams. Then again, though, there are other ways to do things where I feel like almost what the likes of Navi have done in the past, where you have that almost CNED the pinnacle and then everybody else almost like DRX.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good six for us.
I would love to know what Angel was talking about there. That looked very animated. But also, if any stats nerds are out there at home, have we ever had a 3-map OT in EMEA? Like OT, OT, OT?
Probably with the old Navi.
Well, I mean, when Pansy and Hypod casting, maybe one of those times.
Oh yeah, definitely Pansy and Hypod.
But have we ever had actually, like, in the league, in the history? I don't remember. I don't remember it happening.
Because I think it might have happened. Maybe not the 3 maps. You know what I mean? Maybe
definitely the 2. But the 3.
I also don't know if it would have gone like as far, because that's the other thing. These OTs haven't been like single OT then done.
I think
like
Navi might have had it last
the ones that Navi have been having going on for quite a while. So they might be looking for having the longest series ever at this stage, excluding best of 5.
Yeah, this is
no.
This is a long one. In theory, the NA game starts relatively soon as well, right?
I think it was.
So the EMEA and the NA stuff will start at the same time.
If they get 3 maps in a row that are all OT, they might beat that.
I'll look for the number.
I will up you with Liquid versus Oxygen. I think that was 2 days, right? We had to.
I don't know if we're
run it back the day after.
I don't think we count technical pauses in those days.
It was still the longest series. It didn't finish for 24 hours.
Yeah, you could also put Ascend as well in there. When
that was like 2 days. Wait, that was more than 24 hours.
Very intense day.
Yeah. I think we should look into it. We should definitely look into it. But if you're the players out there right now, you know, this is not an easy thing to do. On a LAN environment, you're tired. You probably didn't anticipate playing this many rounds.
And at this rate,
and I think
at this rate, we might miss one of them.
Last year, I would have been like, okay, they're gonna close
it's
this
feeling
out.
like MAT the Guard is going to be at the same time as K-Corp BBL.
Oh, Angel's been there a million times before. Like, he's probably been on LAN since some of the players on the server right now were even born. So I don't think he's going to be stressing whatsoever.
I think that the pressure that Navi went through last year, if we think about the entire thing, I think that they've gone through enough, and this is just another day at the office for them.
Well, I want to see what comp we're going to get here on Pearl. We are going to Agent Select, and now, as Bayer, you said Giants, they've never played Pearl before as this team,
boy,
so
what do we got?
What we're going to get out here.
I'm a little bit nervous for Navi's selection here.
Surprise. Also, from the side of Navi, are we going to see any changes? We were talking about how Harbor had become
Cloud.
So okay, so this is the
boy.
team. Okay,
we see a Gecko v Gecko.
Suck it, Tom. Suck it. Tom, you're wrong. Tom is. I love it when he's wrong. I love it. But yeah, talk me through what you're expecting here from the Gecko versus Gecko.
A lot of B plants.
kind of interesting because
I would have liked to see it combined with a
this comp is better at spamming B.
So many awkward angles,
right, with the double controller. And then this comp is better on the defense because of the Killjoy, so you can kind of gamble a little bit better. So yeah, gonna be interesting.
The idea of the agent is to fulfill the same role. Maybe some abilities are a little bit different. Especially
they fully committed with the Gecko. It's true.
But I still think that they came in.
At the moment, it's at least Gecko's gonna get its first.
Be the longest series ever.
Actually, I guess it's already won a map.
Ender, you've just come over to us. How do you feel about the prospect of already breaking a record?
All right, what a show so far. 2 maps that were insanely close, overtimes on both of them, and multiple laps of overtime, if you will.
Our players just played 60 rounds of Valorant in 2 maps. That's a lot of rounds of Valorant. You usually don't see anything like that, and now they get to play a third. I think both teams have shown so much grit throughout today. I'm really excited to see what our teams have prepared for us, because again, we have double Geckos. It's almost mirror comps apart from a Killjoy and a Viper. And we've seen some of the most ridiculous clutches from individuals ever. I mean, Zipan had his round, Xiao had his round, Nuki had Icebox. The map just belonged to him entirely. Yep. Who's gonna step up?
Yeah, it's a long game to cast.
It's not only a question of the teams and their mental capacity and the way they've prepared around these maps. Is the fact that someone has to step up at the end of the day when it matters most.
Yeah. And the pressure's on.
All right.
And as we get on to Pearl.
Getting onto Pearl, third map of the day.
Shout out to VCT America.
Navi on defense, Giants on attack. In terms of this one, got a Sheriff out.
Hang out here.
CNED's got a Sheriff.
Giga banger overtime.
So yeah, Giants as well. In theory, I'm looking at their comp and it should just be a spam B comp. So pistol over towards A to make it look like they're going to go A a little bit more. And yeah, we'll just keep an eye on how many times they actually decide to go B in terms of buy rounds. Navi, kind of aware of this. They already have a setup for the dash that would go over towards B. Dubra's going to plant. Oi, nice savior shot from... Damn, Zipan's done insane.
And how does he keep on going? But no, ended up being stopped by Cloud and Hoodie, are very, very low.
He hit the savior shot over towards Pit and then got two more.
Cloud can't find the head. Angel, the captain of Navi, delivering on the final blow. And there you have it, Navi on the board.
Yeah, gorgeous. I mean, I guess you'd call that a fast retake there, since Wingman was technically planting the spike. Just shutting down Giants. Giants kind of want to just drop that one down there, leave like Patino on site, and then back on out, but wasn't going to be the case. And sort of talk a little bit more about this Gecko theory on the map. I think this is a map.
Yeah, in terms of pistols, you're right. They get their first pistol in the decider.
Especially so many angles you get spammed.
You want Dizzy to have more HP? Nah, it doesn't need it. It's all about tech. It has like a second wind up, right? So it doesn't actually need extra HP. If it's getting shot, your lineup's either bad or you're using it wrong.
Or without having, you know, art control. You can just drop that one down. All you really need is one play.
It's like a fade eye, right? It lands, then it sets up, and then it doesn't.
It's actually going to move up very quickly towards this mid side. Enter from Arts. It's going to be 3 plays defending, actually.
You don't want to give this thing any more HP.
If the crunch does commence in that direction.
Unlucky for both these teams is they're both Gecko teams on this map, so they're going to be very
they are really planning ahead. Look at
this
one.
You can see with 4 players in mid, Giants quick to shoot that one down out of the air.
I think with Geckos now there's a much bigger reason to be looking up than
Let's see. Let's see what they end with. Let's see. Giants have a good chance to do a lot of damage here.
There are recon bolts, there are daggers, but most of them there's now a lineup where it's no longer that visible, right? From a position.
Let's see what their B hits like.
Perhaps, but for Gecko, his
we have wall. We're gonna dash in. See, I don't think this is the wall they're gonna normally be using, but we'll see.
I feel like he just bothers me with how much running around he does. It's obnoxious. If there's 2 wingmans, it's impossible. Your ear's completely ineffective.
Oh.
Continue. Close margins there. Still, classic right click.
Oh! Okay, little clean up there. Sugetsu surviving on 6 HP.
But a guarantee that the site is all clean and swept, being the janitors of the story. Now,
the janitors premiere in a lot of stories.
I don't know. But this one, we've got the cleaners trying to sweep up Hoodie, but he's a very difficult speck of dust that to clean.
I also don't think the cleaners are using them either.
Okay, nicely done. Very good damage. Armor rebuy. But they kind of saved for it to be like this, so as long as they keep onto this rifle, it's pretty much important. So they can buy 3 extra rifles with this, I think. I'm going to keep an eye on Xiao.
Over to the bathroom.
We'll see. They can at least get 2.
Very messy.
Hey, look, they get to be in places on off-peak hours where interesting things happen, where people think there's nobody watching. So,
actually, for real though, shout out to the janitors out there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Necessary.
Dude, I don't actually know what happened to Meadow. I haven't seen or heard that name for a long time.
we'll be seeing
Pretty nice
Giants
bonus from Navi.
a buy. Obviously, 3 rifles for Navi. Right, we'll be
Nice,
starting to see quite a
nice
bit of
lineups
this.
though.
More
Like
rifles
Dude
being
Bra
brought into the
goes in,
second
it
round.
checks a
It's
lot of all of this, and then you can pick it up in easy spots, and this is behind here as well. So I like that take from Giants.
Yeah, and CNET will actually be able to opt in.
So this on paper was my best map for Gecko. I think it's really, really good.
Chucked on over to him.
Lofa said it was the worst.
I
don't agree with that.
One of the rifles gone.
Really awkward, like, clear there from Zipan. I don't think he really knew where he wanted to be on site. Was maybe trying to get over towards Church. I don't know. That was very, very strange from him.
But yeah, it has more places of map control that you can just throw it and pick up basically.
Spot, definitely, which is why Angel is there to assist if needed.
Luckily, there's no.
Dude, that's a lot of info. How many people did it hit?
Everyone's flashed.
Nice one.
Oh my goodness. Where are we?
The spike down. Coutinho dealing with the players before he focuses on the denial of the spike plant, but no, still, little buddy gets it done. And now down to 3 on 4.
This is a very nice round at the moment for Giants.
They've got the pressure onto Navi with the spike being down. Nebula drops. Coutinho takes care of it.
Coutinho has done everything, and he gets a good amount of info with that.
It would have been challenged that second, but no, he's alive and he can peek again. CNED, less than optimal weapon, but he's going to walk in through library.
Hoodie finally plugged in his keyboard. He's now working back into art, but being cleared the whole time. He shoots Sugetsu.
Just looks away at the wrong time. Not the best outcome, CNED. Can he find anyone? Yes, cleaning up for Coutinho. We'll get on Spike, but no time.
Okay, just trying to see if anyone's going to face.
Finding their way on the board with 3 surviving at the end of it.
Not surviving this one. Very nice from Giants.
Yeah, not only
good bonus though from Navi. They got 2 kills. It was alright.
Granted, he had a Marshall.
Okay, now we get into the important round.
But regardless, he is now moving on into operator territory. And yeah, that I don't know, that opening pick just seemed so peculiar to me. Very, very strange.
What was also
you throw the diagonal one if you're basically throw the
something I'm not familiar with.
Right? You throw the diagonal one like this if you're struggling to get over towards this elbow. And then this is just if you have like a good side take. So if you're struggling to get to elbow, you do this a lot of the time. If not, then you can kind of just do this one and block off the vision.
If you can't see where you're shooting.
So they just prefer this to try and create more pressure over towards elbow. The good thing about this is as well is jump peeking and getting information becomes a little bit harder.
Maybe wrong info, but still. So he gets to holding the angle and waiting for Angel to arrive, but he ends up dropping. Rhyme
damn, nice recovery from to get both of these. Really good. That's a bit too much though. Why has he done that one?
But that allows Navi to be on top now.
Ooh, playing from long here.
It's a very good plant though, and Rhyme is going to have an Astra Suck and an Astra Stun if he wants it.
Before the round, you'd expect it. The money he had.
Yeah, you can't quite know it, but still, Navi playing with
Shao has a smoke of his own
play on that back sign there
to block vision,
nice,
but as we can see, planted in the corner, one of the best places to spam this one.
That will be straight up.
It's a good start.
At the same time, trying to spray across it, making it impossible for a trade to commence. Shao is low, could be cleaned up. That's exactly what
smoke's gonna go soon.
Oh, the pole, yeah.
Astra Suck as well. Damn, everything was really, really nice there.
Rhyme with a final
Pearl B after plant goes according to plan. Very, very nice. So yeah, big swing round. That one forces Navi over towards an eco, but CNET does have knives, and it's pretty unreal of it, so not fully done.
It's always been blow for blow. Yeah, and honestly, like the way Giants were able to play here, bit of a gamble sending that spike all the way down B long, but it was able to get the plant without forward committing too much. The decision to play long, maybe risky against the operator, but again, the angle you have there is super nice.
For a B rework, yeah, honestly, me too.
Astra had the pull there.
Honestly, me too.
Just made it impossible to full stick inside of a smoke.
People are really getting hot in here.
Should we turn on the AC?
No, there are a couple of players that were wearing hoodies.
So yeah, looks like they're starting to seep into the actual game plan now in terms of hitting B. Again, this is what the comp is for. Basically, chat, I'll describe it nice and simple for you. If you have a double controller, your game plan is going to be to hit B majority of the time. It's what it's good at.
Hold on now. CNED could open things up. If he finds the initial pick here, he could cause
Dude,
so
Bra
much
gets a
havoc
plant down.
Yeah, it's all for CNED.
and it's a good plant, but Dubrod doesn't turn outwards, so the angle's a little bit shallower than maybe you would like.
It's 2 against him, runs out of blades. Now, with a classic, tries to close up the gap. Somehow still survives. It takes so long to be taken down. The rest of his team now can move onto the site, but the plant position, not perfect. Wingman taken down as well. And with Dizzy allowing the crossover, Giants have got a
could use the fish if they want to. Yep, fish goes in.
For a little bit longer. It's rough. What? Thrash expended.
No one hit with it. Vision blocked. There's a stun, but nothing else.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
They're sticking it!
Oh boy.
They just allowed Navi to pick around. That shouldn't be theirs.
Well.
Ain't no way. What? The Thrifty on the full stick, and what happens here, right? CNED gets this kill, everyone falls back so far down long. They're like, look, we have the rifle advantage, we'll be okay. But the fact of the matter is, it's so easy to get it to half through smoke.
There was something that was really cool here as well.
Players still alive.
Like, I just want to point out the little point. So, where should I draw this? I'm going to draw this in the middle of the screen.
They had to take fights.
This is the plant, right? No, I'm not going to draw this in the middle of the screen. I'm going to draw this to the minimap. So, this is the plant. Okay, when you're going to stick this, right, most people expect you to stick on this side, right, closer towards the site. The decision making here was they know that. They decided to stick it closer on this side. So all the spamming, as we could see, was going all the way to the right, because you're just more likely to stick it on the right than you are the left. So there's the decision to go over and actually stick the spike on the left side, which in theory is easier to spam because you're more open, but at the same time it's not, right? They're just more likely to be spamming over towards the right. So that decision making was kind of everything on this one. That was a cool little change up that they did.
The rotation from CNED will take quite some time.
Problem is, Spike isn't with Gecko. It's not on site. It's going to be really slow. It doesn't matter, though.
Chat, stop spamming this stupid fish. What's going on?
And now Giants fully under control. The only 2 players alive were the ones in B, and the rotate took way too long.
Yeah, call a save. Just not going to happen. CNED has an operator. There's no way you're getting into the Viper's pit.
Oh, man.
And I really thought they were going to run into some problems.
This is your fault. Where are you?
2 players in art, 1 player backside near secret.
Navi had to win those kills.
They literally did, yeah. And because it wasn't Wingman actually planting, it was the spike very far back.
Get rid of this stupid fish, man. How are some of you doing it faster than others? What's going on here?
Entering into sight and finding not just 1 but 2.
Chat, you've abused the fish, so it gets taken away. That's how it works here.
Once the spike explodes, and everything around it to bring us to round number 7. Am I going to call it here? Are we going to be looking at another overtime game? I know it's 3-3, getting ahead of myself, but come on. This is how the round started on the previous match.
Look, Pavlos, you're putting me in a tough position, because I want to say yes, but if I say yes...
It counteracts the Caster's
It counteracts the...
magic.
So I'm going to say... Who knows? It's open for interpretation.
Okay.
As all things.
There's a lot they need to talk about here. This was
Navi called a timeout, and yeah, I think Giants.
Yeah, I think they need to take more map control, especially if you look over and see that they don't have a sentinel, right? You can definitely push very early behind. So I think they need to. I mean, they've been relatively proactive. I think they need to take it up, especially when it gets to like the 1 minute 50-second mark, like 1 minute or 50-second, not 1 minute 50, like 1 or 50, right? When it gets to kind of these time periods, they need to be very proactive and actually find out where they are. Radium, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it.
And that's no good. And yet, because it hasn't been shown, maybe they do commit 2 players to site, just leave 1 into art.
Chat, let's get some slugs in for Radium.
Easier to trade with one another on site without running past through into a smoke.
I don't think we had too many players to highlight this particular game so far. CNED is probably one of them due to that 1 clutch, but other than that, everybody is on the same benchmark.
The problem with Navi's comp is that when the question mark over towards here and stuff gets cleared, they don't really have the best agents to really clear it. And in theory, Giants are going to have the same issue.
that's not the right read. I'm actually a little confused with the way Navi are playing. Now, they can't play too far forward because they have nothing in art. There are options.
Where the hell is this kill? Over towards B, I reckon there's a nice shot. Maybe we get a replay of it.
Huge pick down B long.
It's actually massive, and it actually draws out the rotation from them. They no longer stick towards the B side. They sort of figured out it's going to have to be an A hit.
Okay. Didn't have a spike in hand, was just trying to clear out Secret, but now the operator's moved over here. This is exactly what I want to see from Navi. Always 2 players on this site ready to fight.
Always keeping Giants on their toes as well. Where is CNED? Where's the op? Which corner is he holding?
And Giants aren't threatening mid. Like, art is not a
Okay, let's see the
problem.
exec. Keep an eye on the Viper as well. So 3-person exec. It'll be very hard to get the spike down here.
Delivering, switching up the angle. Now, Mosh Pit behind him, avoids
Oi.
it. CNED yet again. 3 to his name. Oh, blind, and Cloud delivers. Now 2v4, Navi on the front.
Oh, he so nearly got the plant down.
Separated.
The spike was canceled. The C4, the null command from Nuki was perfect to shut that down.
Even more pressure for Giants then. Navi can just chill. Mosh Pit.
Wait,
delay.
the spike
Now all of a sudden
bounced?
Shao has a potential to stab.
The
them in
spike
the
bounced
side.
all the way to the end.
Oh, I thought that
What
was a
the
kill from
hell?
Cloud for a second, but no, that is it. This is the round. This is where Navi will close it out. Cloud has won by the end of it.
That one's crazy.
Magnificently done. Elegant by CNED. And that's 4 on the board for Navi.
Navi had the perfect read. Exactly what I wanted to see from them. Oh,
No.
man, that's just silly.
Rhyme
That
just had
is
no
just
idea.
Silly.
Oh my God.
Patient too, but then some of those flicks very nice on the site. I just love that Navi were able to identify the weakness, right? Fighting through the smoke out of art was a problem. The coach comes in with the timeout.
That's so
they
funny.
figure out immediately there's always 2 players, even as they're rotating players in and out. CNED was all over the place with the operator. Always 2 on site ready to go. And after nothing in mid, all of a sudden, potentially 4 players almost in mid.
Yeah, CNED switching things up yet again. Could be coming in contact with Hoodie, but the rest of the players of Giants are towards A.
Because I think the idea could be if the op gets under pressure.
Yeah, this is probably the
utility
first time
spend,
I've
the players
seen a
start
bug
following
actually
into
work
the
in
lane. Those 2
favor
art
of
players will look
Navi.
to wrap around in mid.
I like the setup, at least for the A main take by Cloud, using his utility, being able to pick it right up. And
It's actually
basically no
always
risk
them,
involved.
isn't it?
So
It's actually always them that the crazy stuff happens.
all you future pros.
Now this time around,
Yeah,
Navi
as in they're going to
will
get away with
smoked
it,
off,
basically.
Just walled off immediately, double stars towards backside as well. It may just be a fast retake attempt.
Yeah,
that's big.
they've really solved the issue of the dude
With
trying to
Hangman
plant.
no longer being able to spike, put the plants down. Nuki will have to do it himself. Hoodie on the back flank.
Oh,
They
that's
don't know
crazy
yet.
timing of the
He's
team
holding
flash.
his trigger, misses
No
though.
way, it doesn't go down
Misses,
like
but
that.
still delivering at the end. Shao recovers,
Oh
and
my
now
goodness, that's so
Navi
unlucky.
ahead,
Still really
but
doable.
they're
Rhyme
back
has
on
to
the
try and get
flank.
one here.
Rhyme,
Oh, okay, there's
so
2 of
close
them.
to it.
They need
Cloud
to
are
try and get
taking
2
the
between
fight to
them.
They're just going to hold. It's down on Navi to peek. They sort of know there's presence here. They're going to come in with CNED as well. 3 players stacked up. Suigetsu with the headshot. Suigetsu
Holy
doubles up.
hell.
Nuki alone. Nearly impossible.
Might not expect him to... Okay. Well,
Oh, it's rough onto Shao. How does he even pick it through the box?
nicely done from Navi. Good patience over towards the back here.
The question is, can they extend it
Like,
even
really
further?
good patience.
Up by 2 now. They did such a good job clearing those 2 secret players.
Seeing a lot of A hits for
Look
a
at how
comp
he was
that is
like on top
insanely
of
good
one
at hitting
another
B.
almost. Suigetsu gets both. And ultimately,
They might
when
as
it
well
comes to
just
the post
start
plant on the A
hitting
site,
B like all the
you
time.
almost always, as an attacking team, need control over
Unless
either
they-
one of art or secret. You need one of those.
But maybe
to
they
stop
don't...
the flood in from so many angles, to have multiple points of pressure.
Because they keep doing
there's not a lot of
this
great spots
wall
to
as
actually
well.
chill on site.
It feels
being
like
aware of
they
that.
don't
After it was
actually
the
have a
late
proper good
work
B hit.
into art. Okay, only 1 player there. Oh, they maybe doubled up secret. Here we are. Boom, boom, boom.
It looks like
Quick
they
work
actually
of
just
those
use the
2
wall to
players.
fake a lot.
And now another look for CNED. He has been feeling himself now.
Yeah, definitely. Took him a while to get online, but he's doing his job.
And all of the power now comes to where he puts himself in the early round. Can he find the early picks? Is he guessing right? Is he reading his opponents?
More comfortable with A? They shouldn't be. They should literally just be doing this wall here. You do this wall here, you can have like a smoke here. The molly should go here. They're not going to be able to hold sight if you do this. You get over towards sight, get a good plant with Dubra. I don't know, you'd have a great time. That's kind of why, that's normally why everyone plays double controller on this map.
The rest of the team attempts mid, maybe into Link. That's exactly the position where CNED would carve them up.
Cloud
But
could
it will
find-
be
Yeah.
working in towards art now.
First contact pass for Cloud. Shao behind the smoke. Cloud burst. Coutinho dashing forwards. That's actually really important.
This is looking not too bad though at the moment. That's a nice reactive ult. Can they get the plant down in time? Do they even want to?
Quickly and get out of there, or wait for the lockdown to expire.
No, the mosh pit is on, I believe. It breaks it.
What is?
That was huge.
Oh, okay, nice mosh pit. Okay.
And pump that one out.
But with the spike down, Zipan can throw nades towards Rhyme.
That's getting fixed
go down
soon.
low, eventually dropping. No, he's still alive! 45. Shao ends up falling. It's Giants with first blood. Spraying through the wall. Cloud is low, but Hoodie again delivering. Navi are finding
They're
so
so
much
low,
difficulty in
some of
getting
them.
any of
Cloud
these kills.
3, Rhyme 20.
Angel now walking into Art. He's able to find one, but there's 2 players on either
The
side.
riflers could clean this
3
up.
versus 4.
He can't go in. His team needs to put pressure.
What?
Angel! No way he finds Asined as well! Navi stepping up to the
It's up to
plate
Hoodie.
when it's most required. On the spike, putting pressure. Snake bites! Suigetsu alone. This Timmy the Turret has done the job. Timmy the Turret MVP! And the Suigetsu can get this kill!
Oh my, wasn't super convincing, but Hoodie managed to do it.
From happening. And Giants close up the gap 4 in
It's almost real close. Oh my goodness.
It slips away from Suigetsu at the end. Had done a phenomenal job, but not able to find the shots.
Yeah, it just didn't have enough bullets.
What a messy round here. The fact that Angel is able to find 2 kills, I think Giants getting a little anxious to hunt him down. And then, of course, with the decay from the poison orb and the snake bite, easy kill on the diffuser.
Good attempt.
That is what you need. All of a sudden, look at that. Coutinho so fast up, but instantly hits the brakes.
Yeah, because he doesn't
Like
have
this
dash anymore,
mix
right?
up though as well from Navi.
What is
And this is kind of what we said they should be doing, right? Getting
And this is new.
like
They
super
hold one
proactive.
another's angles. Now, I don't think we've seen a lot of late re-clears.
Means
in
they can
mid
get
from
fast
Giants.
flanks
Maybe
if they
have a
want
couple
to.
Players there initially, and they'd walk into them. But this could get awkward.
Giants trying to figure something out here. Surely Navi should be playing onto
Okay,
something.
important Joe.
Oh,
Nice
The
flash.
timing.
Nice flash.
Gorgeous.
Oh my
Correct
goodness.
it.
That was great.
Good coordination by Giants. Nuki setting up his teammate for success.
Giants have had so many of those pieces working together.
That was
so
really
nicely.
good.
2
Okay,
A
back
players
over
now
towards
abandoning
B, but we are still
that
using
attempt
this.
to regroup with the rest of the team
The
play.
alarm bot has been taken away or been shot, and it's been taken away because it's up in it. So yeah, they just decide to go for a full gamble. They heavy rotate. That's why the alarm bot's gone down.
Yeah, the
And
double
yeah, this
volleys
is going to
go
work
through,
out really
just
well for
sort of
Giants.
guessing
They can
if
get
and
the
when
best
players
plant,
could be getting that push. So an easy plant all the
and
way
they
from
do
long.
get the best plant.
Nobody really playing on site.
Playing for long.
But we've seen this before. This has been a problem. The full stick is an option now. There are double
Shao
smokes
does
on
have
CNET
vision to block
try and
this,
stick
but
one
the
through.
spams are going to be a lot easier, right? You can't do the technique that I said in terms of diffusing over towards this side because it's in the wall. There's like basically 2/3 of where you can normally defuse is erased.
That'll be the first way to interrupt the defuse.
That's a good start though.
It's true to him, and still equal numbers, a lot still to bounce onto the spike when needed. No utility usage so far. Diffuse, not even halfway. Coutinho with the blades is doing magic around that smoke.
Oh
Seen it.
my.
Come on.
Oh my.
Coutinho, what
Okay,
was
yeah,
that?
nicely done.
Gorgeous.
Pretty much
Coutinho
expected
around
in
the
terms
edge
of getting the
smoke.
plant here.
Just when things could have gone bad with those two
The
smokes
retake
being
over
popped.
towards middle
He's
was
playing on the
everything.
edge. The knives are true.
Navi didn't feel confident enough in their normal hold, felt like they had to gamble.
And I thought it could get dire with CNED playing on that angle. That was nasty. But a combination of the shots through smoke, the knives through smoke as well. I think he gets that second one.
Wow.
Seeing the swing come on through the second he dips away out of vision.
That wasn't just a fine tune, it was an entire symphony.
That's your real MVP,
Weaving in and out of battle. Yeah, of course.
Thanks, Mel.
Thank you, Wingman. Giants.
What?
Trying for middle again. Hoodies.
Up in mid.
Hoodie
Scene.
one of them, man. Hoodie gets
Oh my
it.
god, one extra one there.
Blades wasted.
Nothing to
never
help
expect the
CNED
mid-push
for this
again
one. Just
after it
kind
failed
of
so hard in previous rounds.
hunting on his own.
Spanish Inquisition.
Does have probably the best gun into it in terms of
Apparently
his
there's a lot
ult
of
there,
things you
so we
don't
can't be
expect.
super
I wasn't
angry about it.
expecting
It is a
that,
low
for
buy.
one. Oh, man.
Two of the OGs out there that get the reference. Two
Oh,
of the Zoomers. Never
Oh,
mind.
I get, no, I get the reference.
Good. I know. But
Just
you
out
know,
of left field. I respect it.
I know there are a lot of Zoomers out there, so it might take a while. All right, Fidinho in it. Good little shot. Keep his team in the fight. They've been able to square things up, right? It's a 4v4, and Giants forced to get out of it.
Thrash is going to be fantastic, though. It will seem no one's actually A main, so you can see rotation.
Yeah, he's cleared all of this out.
Xiao doesn't want to be on A anymore.
Navi are happy to hold it to be on the B side.
Used it pretty much like a sky dog. All of this has been cleared. They can heavier stack this.
Killjoy playing off-site. That was actually really clever.
Keep an eye on the time to plant.
It misses, though.
It does.
And that plant won't work.
Yep.
Nice.
Deleted. Spike now into the site. They have to get it down themselves, wasting a player in that expense. So he gets 2 forwards, and Cloud and Ryan pick up the pieces. Zipan comes out of nowhere.
Holy hell, 5 HP. That was madness. So many different trades. They could have gone either way. Nice spamming though.
The play with Thrash right there. Back in time.
No, we're sticking with EMEA.
And shut it all down.
I want to see how K-Corp look.
If that knife had hit, and I thought the attempt from Nuki was sick to try and catch a Killjoy
6 defense rounds, yeah. It's really nice.
That changes everything. All of a sudden, Lil Bro can plant the spike. Giants can play off-site. Navi cannot
doesn't
attack them
even
as they try to put that
dash.
down.
Oh, okay, just manages to get out there.
But here we go.
Pressure is on. A real fight. The real deal. So gets onto this other side of the Cosmos, might be able to interrupt it. Does make sure that there is no cross up the spike.
Oh, the timing on that. Nicely done from Cena. Oh, nicely done from Cena. He's going for more. Oh my god. Dude, he's crazy. He wanted to spam this as well.
Cloud Rhyme. It's all down to them. They're stuck back site. Rhyme finds 2.
And Rhyme. For the heroics.
Nice round from CNED. 7 on defense. 7 on defense against a double controller comp.
Will stop you.
But I really think the Giants didn't really play the double. Like, in my mind,
and even wall flash.
if you're playing a double controller, it's to spam B, but then they just didn't spam B. Like it's like they don't understand that the map's slightly broken. It's like they don't understand why most teams are picking double controller.
That's all the money right there. Not this, seen it. But yeah, you get what I mean.
That's a pretty cool face too.
Yeah.
You gotta give it credit. Pretty cool. And yet,
halftime.
We were in halftime before on Icebox. We were in this exact same situation. Navi leading 7-5. Navi would go on to go up to 12 points on the scoreboard. And they were not able to close. Giants were able to crawl back.
Yeah, very nice off. I think Giants have to win pistol, honestly.
It was so close until Navi
the good news
came out
for
on
Giants
top.
is it's not. They don't have a comp that can spam over towards B, really. Like getting the plant is a little bit harder.
The pit is on fire.
Let's not forget that full stick that Navi were able to have.
Yeah.
During that, I mean, that was just absolutely insane. On a Thrifty, no less.
That kill is ridiculous. Pixel play.
I feel like Valorant goes so quick. There's so many cool moments, round to round, game to game.
Is the harbor better than what they're playing? They have the right pieces. Like the comp's fine. I just think they just use. I just think they can use the comp way better.
Or Vitinho.
In my mind.
Vitinho really proving his worth. Remember, this is amongst the biggest stages he's
like, no joke, in terms of Giants' comp, you should be aiming for like 9 rounds. A majority of them is over towards B. My worry is you never saw a round where they blocked vision and they had a B exec. You see what DRX was spamming, you see what Loud was spamming, see what all of these teams that have like, that are getting like 9 to 10 rounds on attack. You didn't see an exec from over towards B once they get close. And their wall is to block vision in terms of jump spotting, and they never created pressure once at the beginning. So as long as someone was in front of it, they had full information over towards B.
Always trading rounds. Cena's chill now. Like that is a face of a man that is relaxed.
What a turnaround. I saw some of the Navi players backstage before heading into this third game. Spirits seemed high for them after clutching it out and winning on split rather. But now they have to close it out once again.
Keep up.
Yeah, I think Giants need a pistol here. They have no...
Navi.
So they have no Killjoy, so a lot of the time it's going to be split up, right? Let me just quickly explain this map to you. Like all of B is a choke point, so this is just one. Then you have 2 over here. Then you got 3 in terms of this. You kind of have 2 choke points, so this is 3 and this is 4. And if you have no Killjoy, that's 1 person on each of these, which means you can only heavy punish once, right, in terms of this over towards 2. So it means that your defense is pretty hard. How is he getting...
No freaking way! Cloud with 3! How does he dance away around
How on earth is he getting away with that? Oh my goodness.
Nah, I just don't believe it.
A ballerina of sorts, I reckon.
I mean, flashes are coming in. There's a wingman behind him trying to clear him through. And somehow, he keeps afloat.
Dude, he's untouchable. He's actually untouchable as he goes down, of course. Alright, well, I said they needed a pistol and they get a pistol, so I think this one's on.
So many.
In terms of pistols altogether,
last map when they were down by 2, they wanted to go up to 6.
Pretty disgusting.
Instantly bringing things back to even. They have been so good. And look, the fact is, CNET can't really clear this coming in. I mean, he has to worry about backside, front, maybe he could do a quick flick as he's dashing on through.
That's true. I'll leave that for the
But you have a player in main you expect to be all right there. The fact that the smoke was dropped just to give some element of protection to Cloud allowed him to fight forward.
Is Cypher still viable on PAL? Yeah, I think I like it. I think I actually prefer it against these comps that are kind of used, like are made to spam B. It has pretty good shutdown B potential. You get a lot of info.
Looks like Zipan's the guy to be farmed orbs in this round.
It's not as good on attack, obviously, because Killjoy ult is just unreal. But I think you can make it work.
On the opposite side, you want to be able to shut that down, shut down all the stall tools.
That's a good start for Navi into this one. Sheriff Mania, got a Marshal, we got everyone brought up into this, so a lot of kills. Every kind of kill for Navi matters at the moment.
Navi, that's exactly where they went through with most of their pressure. We're going to see a lot of this. Lurk timings, can we get players in?
Vitality lost pistols, yeah. Dude, EMEA had a shocking pistol. If you take out Navi and you take out Fnatic, EMEA's pistol record at lock-in was one of the most atrocious things ever.
Just spread apart. Obviously in this round, going to be tough for them, but this is a sign of things to come for them and them trying to find good timing to punish.
Spreading out to hopefully one of the players get a pick and then they can convert on that, but no one has done so thus far.
30 seconds left.
And the main pressure point that you can actually hit is like B-Link, right? You just put one smoke where Hoodie is
honestly,
right now,
let's see how well Fatinho does.
Into connector.
Time's really low.
Ruins what a defender is trying
He gets
to do.
tagged.
So keep your eyes out.
Running dry on that clock, Shao.
Oh my.
Shao gets a pick
oh
and gets back
boy.
to the defuse. CNET with another pick, they've got a chance. They've got a real chance.
And it's a relatively
Also,
okay plant and Killjoy's in spawn.
Ahead in numbers, you have to turn around. Rhyme is wary for it.
Who would have thought with pistols they would have been so far forward? No. Suigetsu on the flank with so much to do. CNET softening them up so the rest can clean up. They've got Sheriff as possible.
Yes, Suigetsu.
Inching forwards, little by little.
And it's open for him. It's planted completely open for Heaven.
Oh, and Zipan gets the kill. Might not even come down to Suigetsu, but he's just putting so much pressure. Smoke down, diffusal, coming in.
You have to stop him.
Shao getting a pick. They've interrupted it. Zipan
oh my god, Rhyme's so
with
low.
It's down as
Smoke
Zipan.
goes soon.
Can he find the shots?
Oh.
And he gets it! The poison cloud disperses just in time for Zipan to pull that trigger into the hearts.
Navi have been stealing these rounds away from Giants. The full stick in the first half.
He would have died if he didn't get off it, I'm pretty sure.
And here, no reason this should work. And yet it does.
Yeah, a lot of
I think Cloud
thrifties
may
at
have
the
even been
moment.
able to stick on the spike. The first shot on the share whiffed. It was milliseconds away from going all the way through. You can't fault him for pulling off
Devastating. Well.
But the small decisions may be what cost you things in the end.
I'm sure Giants would have wished they had the success that their opponents did on the eco. But they're already down at play. Remind you, Navi were down at play at the start of their pistol.
Unbelievable.
And still converted.
Giants have fully bit on the rotate.
QRZ, thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do. QRZ, appreciate you. 2 months in the Slug Club. Thank you.
The majority of maps has been quite spread out, right? Sort of testing the water, especially in mid on a lot of maps. I think the triple site maps they've looked fairly solid on in terms of how
Stack
much
from
they're able to
Giants, and as we could see,
Again, they find a pick,
nice call from Navi.
collect themselves back with the rest of the team. Work together,
Yaya
use
as
the
well.
numbers
Yaya
advantage.
V9 with the Prime. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that. 2 months as well.
themselves an open
Let's keep
site.
the spam going.
Cheers out for Wingman.
They
doing his job.
over-rotated. I mean, they just
Good job.
gambled. They're on eco low buy, so you gotta try and
Okay,
do anything to give yourself the advantage. So it was like a 50-50.
Going into a turret when everybody cheers.
I
for
don't
it.
condone League of Legends discourse in my
It's
Valorant
so fine
past.
on this round to do
Nope,
stuff
I
like
won't
that.
stand for it.
Okay.
That's your one free pass. Never
Alright,
again.
Okay, I used it. That's it. Share us out for Giants. They've got quite a lot to do. Yeah, it's not looking great. Ooh. Continue with it. They're looking for damage, really, at this point, knowing that Navi losing weapons will have difficulty into
Well.
buying up next round. But I think they're happy with keeping 4 players alive. And there you have it. Chapter closed, 9-6. I believe 3 rounds
4
is
people
probably
survived.
the greatest gap we've had so far in this
It's
entire
a very nice
match.
round for Navi.
Probably.
Fully in control.
I want to say there was like
Fully
a
in
first half
control.
where
Bit
there
of
was
an
like
attack
5 I
side
think
of
5-2
map.
on split.
They got money on
As a
their
matter of fact, I
side.
don't
They're
think
gonna
ever
get
got
ults
much
first.
more above
No.
that. Definitely not this late. It's always been super tight between the 2 squads. Giants will call a timeout, and I wasn't able to get a look at the money.
Okay, they need a miracle
But-
timeout, really.
I really hope Fatinho was able to save enough to purchase an operator heading into this round. We saw how effective
Chat,
it was in the
stop it.
hands of a phenomenal jet player with CNED in the previous half.
Yeah, looking at the players right now, there's a lot of conversing going on amongst the Giants players right now. Definitely a lot of speaking.
I should hope so. They called the timeout.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing, right? It's the matter of what your focus is in that timeout, and for now they're trying to iron out some kinks.
That's
Love
true.
ideas, love
That's very
voices
true.
at play.
It's something that's
You know, on the
around
defensive
forever
side,
now.
I do find it very difficult to actually make like put together forward aggressive plays on defense. You know, you could consider, oh, do we fight for A main control? Okay, but if we go there, how long is our rotation?
Satisfied with
actually
the
back over
EMEA
B
level?
site?
It's
Oh, how is
been
our art control,
up
you
and
know?
down.
Going down B long also fairly challenging. Unless
It's
you're
been
just
up and
posting
down.
an operator
Mostly,
player that
yeah.
will quickly fall back off the angle. So I imagine more.
It's
just
had
about
some
trying to
good
figure out
highs
how
and
Navi
some,
playing a lot of these rounds.
Some bad lows.
How do they want to execute into it? Because
But it's
Navi
been-
don't leave a lot of
it's
holes
been
where you
pretty
can push
decent.
against them. Again, they spread out 2-1-2 very often. Look for an opening pick, look for a forward position, and then off of the information they're able to gather after those first 30, 40 seconds, that's when they make a call. They all commit and are instantly able to convert onto it. That does make
So
timing
in
against them
theory-
very difficult.
In theory, the KO is good at shutting down over towards B a lot of the time.
But,
Right,
I
the
do
knife
see
at the
there was
beginning,
a player that
but
was restarting,
I fully
their client.
do
I believe
prefer
they're
the Sky
back
in
in the
both
game,
of
so
these
I assume
comps,
that the tech pause will
personally.
soon be over.
Because I think on the defense they can use with clearing out some of the
Getting
info,
right
kind of
back
like what
into
you
it.
saw with
But yeah, definitely putting more
Angel's
pressure
ult.
onto these players.
I
The
think
more they
having
wait,
that
the more
every
they're not
single
playing.
round over towards
It's,
A is super nice.
it's a mental
So
game.
yeah,
I mean, they've been here
it's
a
good.
long time
They're getting
too.
a lot of
Yeah. What-
early map control.
What time do we have now?
Is in the
47?
KO,
I'd like
the
addition
knife,
of all
but
the rounds played thus far.
Wait, did games start at
that's why some
6?
teams use it.
Is that true?
The game started at 6 or around that.
A little bit after, because you
Yeah.
have map select, agent select, of course. But
Yeah.
man, these players have been here a long time.
Zemo, thank you so much, dude. Zemo with the Prime, 2
BDO
months.
Carmen Corp are waiting to play right
Thank
after
you,
this.
dude.
I'm like,
Appreciate that.
Yeah, they're playing a different battle. Like these two teams are trying
Yeah.
to win. The other two
and the other
teams-
ones are just worried. What are we going to
Yeah.
do whether on next match? It's actually
well, it's
the
like,
team
will I
debut
fall
as well.
asleep? You know, it's like, when do I go for the Red Bull? I don't know.
That's actually a valid question.
Yeah, it's important. All right. Tack pause, tack pause.
Speaking of
both
the
over.
fish, it is
We're
up
back
for
into the thick of
Giants.
things. No actual mid-fight this
Oh,
time
this
around.
is
Navi
really
just want to
fast.
explode, and this is indicated by Zepan having the ultimate. Navi have been much more willing to commit quickly when they have access to
And this
that.
makes a lot of sense as well against this comp. So kind of like what I was saying, like this comp here, especially with the KO instead of the Sky, once you create a question mark, it's very hard to clear this. So Navi taking a lot of map control early like this just means that they have to have numbers over towards here. And basically, with how it works, and like this is why Navi's playing it good again, 4 choke points, right? So you can only stack one place with 2, and this is the first question mark that's created, so most likely you're going to have the 2 over towards A. So it becomes very, very simple to play. But in terms of it, Navi doing great.
Giants have a lot to lose. Losing it will keep them very far behind. 4 rounds of difference, potential of being 5. Given that they'll have to be forced onto pistols. Hoodie drops back. Cena takes a splash of damage, but still up.
Did he see Dubra going for the plant?
They have no cash.
Oh my god, they spammed way too high.
On the post, just
oh my god, and while they were spamming, they Shao swung on them.
They have to. They've got no money. Otherwise, they'll have no guns into the next round. And going into a B site with 5 players are alive and they've got no info in mid and a potential flank in the works. This has got to be a save by Giants.
That'll put Navi on 10.
They were spamming like... So again, if this is the box, this is a normal player's head, this is Dubra's head. They were spamming for... They were like spamming within like this area, basically.
Anything they can get here,
and
that is
Dubra just had a free plant.
Giants cannot buy next round. It is not an option for them.
Oh, Fatinho dies.
That's the op. They can't even pick up the op again.
Rhyme, he gets it. Okay, gets 1 kill. Massive! No, he loses it! And look, he dies as well! No guns saved! No guns in the bag! No money! And Navi! A clear trajectory towards success! One which they've never had up until this point, this series.
I don't know what he's thinking. Rhyme must have thought the safety was on. Why pull the trigger?
He
throws
it was good.
Away.
Giants it was really good. He thought the safety was on. I like that.
Pathetic assortment of pistols. 4 players trying to creep up into A main. I mean, it is an eco when you try to throw away something crazy.
They've got to come up with magic. They can't afford to lose more rounds.
But again, this is the issue, right? Like, there's only 1 player actually waiting for you here, and then the rest of the team could wrap around on you from art.
Dizzy fell on the other side of the wall, which means it cannot be collected easily, which is where Giants are holding. That Sheriff shot does indicate there is pressure from that direction, which does prompt Navi to move to the other side of the map.
That's fine, though. There's only 1 player here. I can't imagine
Well,
Giants
good luck, Hoodie.
Anything with this whatsoever. Hoodie's holding the Marshall like it's a shorty.
Ooh. Cena comes out on top. Hoodie unable to pick it up, and still, Navi've got so much control of this Giants. Oh, it's tough. We know this is a difficult situation for Giants. They're not meant to win it, but it all means so much to them. They're falling so far behind. Such a great job they've done in the previous 2 maps, the overtimes.
That's a rifle on Cloud.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
So he gets it though, makes clean work on the flank. Thrash even has a guarantee, because why not? Sui gets a Quadra in the bag, bringing up that confidence. That's, well, bringing up the stats. 11-6, Navi, 2
That was kind of interesting. Angel's in the mode where he's controlling the fish, and he actually goes down because they used a molly on top of him.
All the momentum on their back. The best chance Giants had to shut it down, Fatinho. It's now. He saved last round. I think he had 2,900 in the bank. He now has enough for the operator. No, he actually doesn't. It's CNED with the op on the opposite side.
Uh-oh.
All right, CNED's got the attack
so
up
this
out.
Isn't one of those situations where your attack stalls out because you don't have the jet to dash into sight. No, you have that backup threat always.
Sure.
Look at the push here from Giants, gaining early control over B. That prior is going to give them a lot of access to rotate their players to another area.
The thing is, Navi heard all of this. They have to know it's possible that someone is posted up forward. On
yeah,
B, and I
in
think
terms of the Giants comp, they needed to get 9 on attack.
No easy task.
They didn't, and yeah, they're struggling.
Man, asked to deliver more than he can. Potentially.
Giants have maybe been exposed pretty early on about not having the best understanding of this map.
No other players on site. You can see he's getting nervous. Patino's actually abandoning B entirely.
Yeah, the Spaniard felt the pressure, drops back.
It's the right call, though, because the util was going to come in and absolutely destroy him. ideally what Navi are looking for. They want some player to rotate lazily through Art to connector. That's what CNET is waiting for, but they don't have dive to get into sight.
It's a split B crunch, and it's all commencing right now. Pressure from long. Cosmic Divide. It's basically
this is tough for
making
Navi.
The site a square. Isolating Coutinho.
Oh,
doubles up, and Navi
that's so good.
to unlock
Well,
it.
this was the
And
last
now,
chance for
3
Giants, really.
They need magic.
Had to try and get something. It was a
Mosh
great
pit
ult.
denying Nuki's entry. Nuki trying to bring things through in his
Yeah,
favor.
they're all over them.
Stopping it.
And again,
This
it's
could
very
be all
similar to the
over
Heretics,
very
right?
soon.
Where
Giants
I
need
was
to
very
win.
critical of
That next round will be
Heretics.
too tough to buy.
CNET up in
and
hand is going the long way round.
Didn't
to
really
spawn.
say
He's
too
gonna
much
be
about
very
Foot, but
late
it's
again.
the same thing in terms of like
Things open for
Navi
him, I
look
believe.
incredible.
They're
Like
going for
everything
it.
they're doing is
Too
perfect.
many
They're
angles
playing
here. Sugetsu
against
and Link.
Way
the
too many
weaknesses of Giants
Way
like
too much to
perfectly.
cover. Sugetsu will be spraying through. They're touching the spike, putting pressure. Rhyme doesn't connect, and Sugetsu converts the crossfire.
So yeah, very impressive on this one.
Converts the spray.
Giants
2
have been
kills,
exposed.
and
They got exposed
Navi,
on their
match
icebox
point.
early on. They managed to have a quick fix for that. Now the same in terms of their power has been exposed. So
With no
gonna have to
jet
try and
get
find a
them
quick
into
fix for
sight.
this one. And it's,
Zipan
I mean, it is a quick
who
fix.
steps up, a perfect
It should be
flash
easy for them.
to send himself in, finding both kills on 180 degrees. Had to snap left, snap right. Gets the job done.
The pressure
Right, 6
is
chances.
all on
This
Giants
is
right
done.
now.
Vitinho has an operator again, and he's at doors in mid, stepping forward, a chance to find Sugetsu.
Knowing a presence in A main, Giants, more resources on the left-hand side. Rotations have to come in quick if this hit of this A site is coming soon.
Sugetsu has ultimate. The question is, does he use it to get on site or in the post plant? Because in the post plant, if he's able to save it, that is lights out for Giants.
Cloud has Thrash as well. Super important, super vital ultimate. And when does he use it? Does he use it early to try and find the information? If he doesn't use it, he'll end up hating himself, given that the Navi push is coming now into the A site.
He could use it shortly in front of him just to clear out Art. That's not the call. CNET all the way into sight.
3 here.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be
Oi,
the
this
retake line.
is...
It's locked between.
Oh, that was almost really, really nice. Spam again. No one's ready to spam dude, bro. Here comes the fish.
The plant still 4 on 4. Zip onto the
Where's the
backside,
fish gone?
putting pressure onto Giants. 2 players together. Nice peek by Hoodie and Nuki.
Now the lockdown though for the post
Fish
plant.
went
He
by all
must
of them.
push this.
Oh my god.
Cloud
No way.
doesn't have the mosh pit.
Okay,
They
let's
have to come
see.
into it or get on spike.
It can be defused.
It's a half.
Oh,
It can be defused.
Wait,
no.
it-
No,
they
it
get
can't
it,
be.
right?
It can't
The
be.
timing, it works! The timing! It
oh
works
my,
perfectly!
only
And
just.
Giants,
That
that's
was
it in the game.
incredibly close.
Unbelievable!
Little bro.
Down to the
He came in.
nanosecond.
That's all
Maybe
they
that's a little
needed.
bit of mental pressure off of their shoulders now. They know
Nah,
they can
I'm
bring
watching
it back
BB,
on
okay,
retakes.
cool.
As tough as they get, they've always got the clutch potential. Maybe that just brings
It's a
little
shame.
bit
I
more
wanted
hope
to watch
into
all
their
of them,
hearts.
but
It's not all over yet. Yes, it's a mountain to climb. But they've just given themselves a little bit of fuel to get them up there.
Giants have started the run. Can they maintain? Now, finally. First time
that's
Giants
pretty
are
cool.
even
That's a
slightly
cool way of
comfortable.
doing it. It bounces at the
After
top,
a
but it
round.
scans all of this. Scans all of this, and honestly, I mean, it kind of scans all of this. It's actually really cool. I like their way of doing
Even
it.
that often.
Dude, this is by
They
far
put
the best
Giants into
map.
a false sense of security. Cloud is right on the head.
This is by far the best map. This is probably out of all the maps I've seen so far. This is the only map I've actually seen good stuff with
in a
the
row for Navi to close this out.
gecko.
Has pulled Vitinho over towards connector. They're actually going to go deep connector. I think this may end up being a B hit.
I don't think Nuki knows of this. He has
Ascent,
no
it
clue
looked
and
awful
gets
on defense, in
beaten
my
to the
opinion.
chase.
How can you be ready? And now that the operator is gone from B long, these two players can get down here too. Hoodie from backside puts down the pit. It's his kingdom they have to conquer.
Let's see if he can hold on to it. He's being pressured from all edges, banging
Uh,
into the walls.
Cena just
Pressuring. Hoodie is down,
absolutely
and so
sent
is the
it
pit.
through the whole
Cena
way.
doing
He
his
did
job,
not
and
care.
Navi on top. Giants, they've gotten their team out of the situation before. Can they do it again? Limited resources, limited space.
So hard, so many angles. They have to work through. CNET finds the first.
Stepping up when it's required. Coutinho with the blades has to get more than that one. Draws out closer. He's got assistance. But CNET collects
silly.
it. The jet v jet fight. Right.
Fully
alone.
done. Yeah,
But
Giants
surely
need
this
to
is
work
the
on
end.
this map.
Surely it's too much. And that's exactly
Nicely
what
done
it
from
is.
Navi though. Again,
Navi
like
pick up the win.
against the comp they were playing against, they
2-1.
very heavy understand it because their comp struggles are the same thing, right? When question marks are created,
The
they struggle to
resiliency
clear them. So